what to do. Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on the way. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. It looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stay strong. It looks like we made it.
No, wait, leave it because we need to go on the other thing. No, stop. I don't even know. Hello. We are now live. Apologies if you guys heard a bit of squabbling.
Can't tidy the room a wee bit.
Getting very annoying because you're trying to type and I'm like, move. I need to get back on the thing. Right, I'm going to disable that in a minute. This is not most ideal. Let us know if you can like hear us and stuff.
I can't hear you very well.
I might shout slightly because I need to make sure they can hear us
What?
both, but it's so annoying. I'm regretting this already.
Like
But
this.
we have little friends with us to celebrate what we're talking about. You want to hold your one? Charizard. Charizard. Ooh, super excited. Well, if you're gonna insist on having the mic right in my face, then I'm gonna put Vulpix here.
It's very distracting having them up there, though.
I know, but like it looks better than what it was.
Now it's casting a shadow in your face. You can't have them up there.
You
We
just have to
don't
move
get
over.
this close. What are you doing? You're in my space.
You have all that space. I
You
moved
want-
that
right,
box for
You
you.
want me to knock over your Lego on your shelf? I've already had to remove Simba.
I know, don't break Simba again. Right, guys.
Someone's saying Eevee. That's Vulpix.
Get out,
Vulpix.
get out.
Oh my god.
Now that I think about it, they
Just-
look so similar, don't they?
No, they don't.
They do though.
How? This
They've got the
guy's
same
got a...
eyes.
Yeah, all Pokemon have the same eyes. It looks nothing like a bloody
The debate
Eevee.
begins.
No.
The debate begins. No, but we had to do a stream about this, and
Oh, you had to do it.
No, we
after
had
you
to.
wrote me in.
right. Okay, I'm going to say this for the record right now. This guy is mad for Pokemon. The only other thing that you have had us spend all of our money on is Pokemon cards that now sit in a cupboard. I thought you were going to get your
Gaining
minded out.
value. Gaining value.
Yeah, but you never even look at them and admire them.
I've already seen
So-
them. I don't need to see them again.
Nice to look at them. But and then we got the video game that we played like a few
Yeah,
times.
'cause I'm-
No, right. We'll get to that because there's loads to talk about with this because there's so much that obviously now Lego can do with this announcement. This announcement is just mega, without any pun intended, with the previous brand. But poll out, everyone fill out the poll because I think it's going to be controversial. What people vote?
Yeah,
Did you vote? Who have we got so far? So I've asked, who is everyone's starter Pokemon? And I'm talking about OG 150 because that's all I care
well,
about.
that's OG. Pikachu
Yeah.
wasn't a choice.
No, OG 150, like the 150 Pokemon. And then Pikachu was obviously Ash's starter Pokemon in the end. So, like, it gives you
Well,
4
because-
options. I was thinking, oh, I could just put the first 3, but I was like, oh, we have to throw in Pikachu because, you know. And yeah, we've already got 8 votes, and Pikachu is in the
Why
lead.
is it
so,
Squirtle Squirt? That's a wee
because
bit
that's what it
dodgy.
says. Well, Squirtle Squirt. That's what it said. I've written it how they sound. Do you want to
Also-
do it?
No, I'm okay. But it's also really distracting watching ourselves
Oh,
on
'cause I'm looking
YouTube,
at the-
like as that like at the back. I can't even see it.
Then maybe don't say anything. Wait until I ask you a question. Because I have questions. I'm interested in what he thinks as much as it annoys me. And also what you guys think as well. So, who did you vote for, first of all? Put in the chat. Aaron, who did you vote for? Who's your starter Pokemon? Not surprised. Yeah. So you went Charmander.
There's no one else. This is the only correct answer. If you put anyone else, you're just wrong.
You are just wrong. So, and this is the funny thing as well, is that there's this whole like thing that parents do. We still have yet to do it, where they put the
We
kid.
don't pick our kids up.
Well, you said we would have to put them up for adoption if Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur is just like the one that no one really. But someone has voted for Bulbasaur, to be fair. So, yeah, make yourself known.
I bet it was Lady McBrick.
Yeah,
She
you think it
looks
was Nicole?
She looks like a Bulbasaur sort of person.
Hi, Nicole. Hi. Yeah, I don't know. They're not going to let themselves be known now, but it's so lovely to see everyone saying hi in the chat. We're just going to dive straight into this though, because yeah, there's just a lot we can talk about. Tyson saying Squirtle makes Brock easiest, so
Well,
early game for him.
Squirtle or Bulbasaur. But Bulbasaur obviously is a pick, so Squirtle is. Yeah, because Brock is also weak.
Attacks rock though. Water beats rock.
And so does grass beat rock.
Not as good as water though.
Yeah, but it's still very effective. You'd smash through Brock with Bulbasaur.
I mean,
as
they
well.
design it so that you kind of win the first gym leader anyway.
No, they don't. Because in Pokemon
Unless you
Yellow,
pick like Charmander.
No, just listen for a second. In Pokemon Yellow, you're going up with Pikachu. None of your attacks hit. Tackle, a normal attack, is not very effective against rock, and then all his other attacks, which are electric, don't do anything.
Unless you supercharge it, like.
Yeah, but you can't do that in the games. You don't have plot armor.
Apparently, he doesn't care. You remember when he said that like 2 minutes ago? He doesn't care, or he got roped into the stream. I knew you would get like this, though. You get so like very passionate and strong opinion about this.
You are wrong.
How am I wrong? Right. I know that you know your stuff about a lot of stuff, but I know my Pokemon.
No, I know.
I know my Pokemon. Right. Okay. So. But yes, so everyone is coming out with different like opinions.
It's Eevee as well. You said this looks kind of like
No,
Eevee.
I didn't say it was Eevee.
You said it kind of looks like Eevee.
I'm being is it Switzerland? I'm being like,
No,
you know.
no, that's just the wrong and right answer.
Oh my God. Are we literally gonna only 7 minutes into this, and am I gonna have to like get up a browser and get a picture of Vulpix just to?
Yeah, you can show everyone how different this really looks.
Right, well, let's circle back to that, right, because this is just getting too complicated. We've got basic things that we can talk about first. So, the first thing I want to know from people is who is genuinely surprised about this, because some people are stating we called it. We were talking about this the other day, and then obviously Mega Bloks has IP. Apparently, as well, they are all getting reduced in shops. So I've already seen some content creators running out, getting a lot of sets to make content with and say this is what Lego might do.
What is it? Jumping on a bandwagon?
I'm sure Greg knows it. I'm sure he's doing his research. Are we gonna have to? Are you gonna watch London Calling tomorrow just so you can ask him questions?
That's what's to do.
But, yeah, so I want to know who called it. Mateus is saying he didn't see it coming. Okay, I'm sure Chris said.
I have to say I didn't believe it because of the Mega Bloks.
Yeah, you didn't believe me when I sent it to you, and then I
then
sent
they announced it. No, then they announced it. I
Mhm.
saw it, and I sent it to you. Like, all right, I do not believe it now. But then I normally don't believe you about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like when I said I was pregnant. No,
you didn't believe yourself.
The first time. Yeah. The second time I did. Right. Anyway, Chris is saying I'm not at all surprised. Like I said in our Instagram group a month or so ago, Mega Bloks was ending. Yes, mentioned that. So it's been somewhat a surprise for some. I think it was just we were so hopeful about it, but there weren't a lot of whispers though. There was really not very much about it. And yeah, now I really want to ask the question that everyone's probably what are they going to do? Or what should they do? What are they going to do? You think
they're going to do buildable guys?
UCS Charizard.
Fuck yeah.
They have to do that.
That'd be good. Fire, yes. Yes, Pokemon pretty cool. Right. What they're going to do, they'll do buildable characters. You can see it from the trailer. Like, it had Pikachu's tail, not a minifig scale. So there's got to be a buildable Pikachu.
That could be just like a brick head. They might just
Yeah,
be
that's not
brickheads.
that didn't look that was too big for a brickhead.
Mm.
Okay, so they'll do brickheads, they'll do buildable characters, and hopefully they'll do something like the whatchamacallit? What's that other game that you like that's really rubbish? That has
Other
the one that has the figures like Fabuland?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they'll do something like Animal Crossing.
They should do that because that's Nintendo as well. Yeah. But then they've done sets not quite how people like for Mario, and I don't know, maybe that's somewhat
Super
more.
popular though with kids.
Yeah, but if they do things right, they should know that, like, oh my god, if they don't hit the 18+ audience with this correctly, it's gonna f this could be the making this could,
What
like,
do you mean the
as
making?
in,
It
like,
already
this could
Lego have already
no, but
made
this could peak
themselves.
them, this could be the peak. What could they do, over Pokemon now? They've already got Star Wars and stuff, but what would be bigger than Pokemon? This is them peaking, like, this is it. They need to do it right, otherwise that is it. Like, they will never be forgiven. Well, I'll never forgive them. But
Yeah, I think where they might is what how they decide how they do sort of CMS. Like, yeah, how what is
mhm.
Pikachu gonna look like as a minifig?
But this is the thing, if they decide to do the characters like Ash, Misty, Tracy, all
Yeah,
that kinda
that
thing,
works. But
how
then
will they
how
do
do
the
the
right
Pokemon?
scale?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
has to either be proper cast each individual Pokemon. So you've got like Eevee as like the dog mold sort of thing, that sort of scale. And then we're gonna have to do that with bigger and bigger things like
Mm,
and then what do they do when they get to something ridiculously big? Then that becomes like a buildable thing at the right scale, like a Rayquaza.
like, right, we're not doing above 150, let's just not go there.
Rayquaza is like
I know, but it's not OG one.
yeah, and
This
they're
is
not
mass stream, we're
but
talking
the
1G.
thing is, they're not gonna just stick to OG
They might.
150. No, because the kids these days are more into other Pokemon, other like they're not gonna not do an Umbreon and like the whole Eevee
Yeah,
lineup
EV
eventually.
evolutions are big.
Evolutions are
Mhm.
huge. Yeah. So they're gonna do well, they could do
But
everything eventually, but
surely they'll focus on the OG 150 because there is a lot
I
of
don't
popular in that. So
yeah,
you've got
but there's a
Pikachu,
lot of
obviously,
things that aren't that
they've
very
got
popular.
Gyarados, they've got your
Yeah.
favorite?
Reap is
No,
250.
Gengar. Your
Okay.
OG 150 favorite.
Okay. Well, Haunter's actually my
But
favorite.
Gengars are the ones that you collect.
Yeah, because there's then I do it for the whole evolution, right? But like Haunter is my favorite one. Okay.
Mm.
Care on that. What? Uh, yeah, they're just gonna they'll do everything. They'll do anything and everything as long as it sells, which it will. And the problem is they'll do buildable Pokemon characters, buildable Pokedex, that'd be cool.
Mm.
Buildings with minifigs and moldable. Yeah. And what else they'll do, I think, was I was seeing this the other day. The Game Boy's coming out. One of the
Yeah.
cartridges for that Game Boy will be a Pokemon game now.
He's calling it here
Calling
right
it.
now. Calling it right
I
here.
said it first. No one else has said it. That Game
7:49.
Boy is
It's on
going
the
to
mark.
have a Pokemon cartridge in it, a Super Mario cartridge,
Animal
and
Crossing? Oh, no, they
no,
didn't
no,
have
that
that
was
out
an
yet.
original. That was an
Mm.
original.
Yeah.
Tetris, I'm guessing that will be the free game.
What do you think? There has to be 3. They're not
That'll be free.
Yeah, no, but that is a good choice. I think a Pokédex would be a very clear obvious one. It's annoying because actually the Pokédex that you could get as a kid, I got for my 6th birthday, and the value of it now is ridiculous. But mine I'm like general waste. And I'm like, "Ah, if I showed this to my mum now, she'd be so annoyed." But, yeah. Oh my god, can you imagine if they did this? 'Cause Pokemon Go is still going
No,
with a
well,
lot of
no, but like
groups, but like
the thing that's happened now with Pokemon Go is now owned. It's been recently sold to another company, which is bad. So I don't think there's going to be much crossover. What I would say though, Lego Fortnite crossing over with Pokemon,
mhm,
that could be pretty damn cool. Having like a whole series set where it's like Pokemon in there, that would
yeah.
do very well.
Yeah, like we were saying, like, they should be doing like, they bring out Lego Star Wars games, like,
If
all
they
this kind
do a
of stuff.
Lego
If they do
Pokemon game, it will be better than anything that Game Freaks put out in 5
yeah,
to 10 years.
surely it's a good surely, like, and we were we were saying that before. We were talking about we really wanted to get back into Pokemon, like, playing the video game, didn't we? So we went out and bought what did we buy for our Switch that we, like, never played? We played, like I got the Scarlet
Scarlet
and you got
and
the
Violet, is that
yeah,
or
you got
something?
I got the red one, you got the blue one or something.
Yeah.
And then we played it, like, twice because it was just not the same. And then we ended up getting Arceus? Is that what it's
No,
called? Pokemon Arceus?
we
I
got
can't remember.
Arceus first.
Oh, we got that first, but I got the name right. And that is a totally different experience game-wise. It's not like Pokemon as we know it. It's more story driven, I would say, than, like I would argue the original Pokemon game is very, like, um,
Story. It is very story driven.
isn't it? It's more about, like, in the moment you're doing loads of little
Yeah.
battles, whereas this one was, like, about your journey. And that didn't really actually work very well. It was kind of like we were bit at the start, but then it just fizzled out.
Yeah. Well,
And
then
to
you
be fair, it was really difficult quite early on.
well, you were rubbish. I was
No,
uh,
it was
but the
difficult.
new Pokemon game, Pokemon ZA or 8Z, whatever it's called, looks interesting because they're taking away that turn-based fighting, and it's now
Mm,
like you almost control your Pokemon. And it's all real time, so you're moving your Pokemon, dodging and attacks, etc.,
mm,
and then you're like firing attacks and having to do like get. You're kind of like in the moment. You're not gonna just be able to, go wash the dishes or something like that in a Pokemon battle. You're gonna have to be actively engaged. So that's cool. The starters are good. The world sounds good. So who knows? They might have brought it back, but the graphics still look a bit.
You know what I did see though today, and I don't know if this is true, I literally saw it like an hour before the stream, is that they will not be able to sell these sets in certain countries, and it's like China, Japan, all this kind of stuff, because they don't have the IP for it over there. I literally just saw that on my phone, so don't quote me too hard on that unless it's right. But, yeah, there's actually it's like Malaysia, it's like all the kind of like Asian countries they won't be able to sell these sets over there. Yeah, because apparently they don't which I'm guessing is something to do with being originally a Japanese thing, but, like, yeah, it's
Probably something to do with the manga.
maybe.
Yeah.
But, a set I would love to see would gym or, like, they could do, like, a series of all the different gyms, so they could have, like,
They could
Brock's one with,
do
like, Rock, they could have Misty's, like,
or they could
pool.
do build your own gym. They give
Yeah,
you the foundation, and then they give you a bunch of element parts to decorate it yourself.
I get what you're saying, but,
They
like, I
do it
don't
with,
know.
like it's like
Well, they tried to do something like that for Animal Crossing, but that was just a case of picking a different window or a door, whereas, like, if you're doing a gym, it would need, like, a bit more like, you would literally need,
or
like, do I need
yeah.
grey rock pieces or do I need water? Do I need
But
blue?
then I guess if they do like, they do the gym, and then say they do like a Brock pack, and the Brock pack comes with Brock, Onyx, and then a bunch
Mm,
of like elemental parts which would go in his gym, and maybe he could slot into it, kinda like maybe how they do the Harry Potter castle has bits that slot into other bits of the Harry Potter castle.
yeah, I get what you mean. So you can, like, switch out for the one
Oh, it probably will be when I turn away from the mic, it will cut off. But yeah, I'll try to speak this way. What else? Right,
and
the worst thing about Pokemon though is Pokemon card collectors.
oh, this idea that you mentioned, yeah, you need to right,
Right,
heard it here first, right?
right.
If LEGO's
If
watching, this is actually
it
it could be the downfall of the sets
yeah,
actually,
it could
but
this could be this could ruin it for a lot, is that if they do it as a gift with purchase, Pokemon booster packs, Pokemon cards, Pokemon promo cards, like, imagine, like, you get a Pokemon card, which is a Pikachu, and then the artwork is like a Lego version of that Pikachu. Be freaking cool, but the Pokemon scalpers are the worst people in the world.
yep, worse than LEGO.
Yeah,
Way but, like,
way, way
so
worse.
much
They
different.
fight in Costco's, they fight
They
in
cheat kids out of
yeah, they
real
cheat kids
kids
out
out
of
of
it,
games,
like,
cards, yeah.
everything, like, they are the worst of the worst. They're not Pokemon fans, they are just pure scalpers. There's
Aiming
it's
to be
yeah,
collectors.
it's the Pokemon TCG industry at the moment is terrible. It's awful. You cannot get a hold of packs, for a retail. You can't get a hold all the cards just skyrocket in value. Yeah, it's
Mm,
just like, and this is with them printing a huge amount of cards, and, like, for instance, the latest booster boxes, prismatic evolution ones, which have evolutions in them, can't get them for the 25 quid unless you're very lucky, and, yeah, a lot of even, like, the stores that are being quite loyal to us, some of them are even, like, charging double the amount for people, or if you want to buy them, you have to, like, rip the packs in the shop for retail to, like,
So you're not
so
gonna,
you
like
know you're not
yeah.
reselling them.
Mm.
It's just totally crazy. Absolutely crazy. So if that happens, GWPs will be impossible to get a hold of. The sets will sell out for ages at the start.
Mm.
There will be lines at Pokemon, like at LEGO stores, bigger than what you've ever expected on release days
Yeah.
to get a
'Cause
hold of
all the
these.
Pokemon fans
They
will
will
come.
queue up
Yeah.
way early, and it's not Pokemon fans, it's
It's the
the
well, it's
scalpers.
that's what I'm meaning, like, it's not the professional Lego characters, yeah.
Scalpers
Yeah.
is all want cars to resell these cars.
That's a good point, though. If Lego do announce that they're gonna do that, that is very
Yeah,
much gonna, like
just
you might even get people, like 'cause people go to extremes, like, camping out these
oh, yeah.
stores and, like, literally camping the night before outside a store to
Yeah.
personalize stuff,
You'll be
and they will Lego will put, like, limits on caps on things,
close, it won't be much
but
anyway. But yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's a shame for the kids because it's kids that get
and for the
invested.
people who actually want them for a
Yeah.
collection or, like 'cause I'd quite like them. Like,
Mhm.
I'd quite like
What,
to
to
own
put in your binder and never look
but
at it
yeah,
again?
that
But no, it's the thing, and but it would be sensible for them to do that, and I wouldn't be surprised if Pokemon Nintendo said to them, like, "This is something to do," but yeah, can you imagine if that was the GW in fact, that on its own, the card alone, the GWP would be enough.
that would
Like,
be
they
enough.
wouldn't
Like, if
Lego
you
wouldn't
got a
need to
hold of that card,
yeah.
you'd probably be like, make 100 of
It's not about the
easily
money,
do
but
it.
it's about, like, what you're saying, if they because they do design Lego cards now that are, like, different styles of the traditional art. So, if they obviously did one that was like a Lego built version in art, like, obviously Lego fans would love that as well. So, yeah, it's but we don't know, obviously, we're just, like, speculating that that could be something that they could do 'cause it would make sense. Like, it's a really good opportunity, but at the same time, it would have so many
Outposts.
downfalls. Yeah, so, I don't know, like, I hope it happens, but also be pr like, I suppose this is a good thing, like, to mention because we're very much both kinds of things that we don't buy as much now, but we were gonna we were gonna go to that card event that I can't find tickets for and stuff like this. Like, we do collect I collect just Pikachu and Raikous, and you collect, a random assortment of things
In
that you
fact,
like.
I'm getting the master set for the 151 set, which
Uh,
is quite difficult, and cards keep going up in value. So, I should have probably bought the Charizard when I was 80 quid instead of it now probably being like 300 quid or something like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, what's the
you
chat
should
saying?
answer Tyson's question
Tyson,
because
he has a binder
yes.
of 90s. If they're in a binder and they're alright condition, you potentially could be sitting on a gold binder.
Yeah.
Send me some photos, I can give you an honest I won't try and buy it off you
Well,
'cause
you can't
no, but I can tell if he's any cards like, "That's worth something,
oh, right,
that's
okay.
worth something,"
I
etcetera.
thought you meant, like, conditions
Send
'cause
some
you can get them,
photos,
you
get
get
them
cards sent,
graded.
yeah, away for getting graded, so,
Well, that'll be a thing. They'll probably want
mm.
people's probably start grading Lego sets.
Can you imagine if well, they do it with, like,
That do
things that
video
aren't, like,
games.
memorabilia and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, n now you hear about Pokemon. All we're talking about is the Pokemon. We're talking about the card element of things and how that could be roped into, like, the Lego stuff, when they start selling. Oh, the same one as me,
What one?
Van Gogh Pikachu card.
That Van Gogh
So
Pikachu,
beautiful.
I I
Sexy.
managed to find that at the card con last year, 35 quid.
Mm,
Still in its, promo pack.
mm.
Is now worth $350 ungraded.
Ungraded, yeah.
If you get it at grade 10, you're talking like
You should have
seven,
brought,
eight hundred dollars worth of
you should have brought some of the cards through and then, like, some graded ones. People have no idea what we're maybe talking
I
about when
don't
we say
even know what the
graded.
graded ones
Or in the so we have a cupboard that's just Pokemon cards.
are. Oh, beep, 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 beep.
I knew he would want like, this should have been a thing. But, yes, when we're saying graded and the reason that we're mentioning this is because when he mentioned this idea about doing, like, a GWP or promo that involves a Pokemon card, like, I would honestly be like, there will be politics involved if they don't do it. And it'll be like Nintendo, coming back and saying like, "No, we really don't want to attract that kind of customer base to you because of the scalper situation that we know is, like, a really big thing. But oh my god, the amount of new customers that LEGO will get from this will be massive. Like, it'll be so, so big. And, there's, like I know of a lot of people that don't even know that LEGO do certain things, and they're interested in them now. So it's just, like, getting the word out is Pokemon's definitely gonna draw more people in because we watch people on YouTube that have, like, parent and kid, like, duos or, like, groups and stuff like this, and they go to these events together, and they both still like, the parent still collects, and now they've got their kid into it, and it's, like, it's so wholesome and lovely. It's so much like LEGO, like, in terms of a hobby and the interests and the demographic that it um, he just no, he doesn't. I think he wears a little hat. I actually have a plushie of the Van Gogh Pikachu, which in itself is hard to get hold of and goes up in value, but I'm not sure. He's in a box behind there somewhere. Um, but yes, so I would say if they do this, keep a hold of those cards and don't put it out your site. Got his binder. You've got something graded. So when we say graded, we're saying you can send them away to these other organizations that like basically check the quality of the cards and put them in some certification for you and grade them. So 10 is the best, 0 or 1 is like
But
the
also,
worst.
you don't get these ones aren't graded by a reputable company. It doesn't increase the value. Only increases the value if you get it from 3 companies. PSA, Beckett are the only companies that will increase the value. Any other ones are just buying plastic. So they look on these like they're called slabs, also graded or slabs. They'll have a grade in the top up, and then the card is encased in this plastic. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Can't break it. Card
Well, you
then
can
stays.
break them, but you have to like
You have to use pliers, and some people will break them to then send them again to get them graded again and hope that someone else grades it and it's slightly better. So that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still going.
Right. So cards that are obviously good in value are cards on with full art, and also cards of lady gym trainers also do very well. So, yeah.
Yeah, we like those ones. Well, I like the people ones anyway.
But yeah, if you've got a binder,
Oh, I've had a few raids. I'm very sorry I didn't pick up on that. Right, carry on.
if you have a binder, you've got Pokemon cards in there, you should sleeve every single one of your cards before you put in the binder. The binder doesn't really protect them. If you put them without sleeves, they can get damaged. So you get something
Is that mine or yours?
You get things called penny sleeves. So you put them in a penny sleeve, and then you put them in your binder, and then that makes them that keeps them. This is the 151. I'm trying to get. I write down the ones that I'm missing on post-its, so when I'm looking for them, I can find them. But yeah, it's just the whole 100.
This is actually a good thing to go through and see what good are Pokemon for like a build. Like what
They're
would
all
you do?
good. Okay.
I know, but like, well, you wouldn't do execute, would you?
Well, that
Yeah,
one would be easier. Just get the chicken eggs over print.
Like over some Pokemon that didn't even know.
Yeah.
You can't say that Pokemon's name without saying it like that.
And then these are like errors.
Oh, the art new cards, yeah. But this is how the art has changed over time. It's crazy. They're so nice.
Like this, they're worth a lot more. So that's why I'm missing.
Full
more
arts.
because they're super rare and they cost a lot. So wait, I can't. Some of them still have their prices on. Let's have a look at a card. Here we go. Pikachu. Move its price on here. £24 for that one card.
Right, if you look at, we don't have any like original cards in here to show the difference between how they've developed, right?
What do you mean?
Well, that is not how Pokemon cards were in our day.
No.
Well,
Let's start at the back.
Where's your like Charizard from when you were a kid? Well, anyway, but that was a very long like tangent of talking about they could do Pokemon cards as a promo, and they should. But if they do, be prepared. But yeah, it's a good point. Like, I don't know if grading Lego sets will become a thing, but I really want to know what people want to see them do. Well, I've already said, Jim, you've expanded on that saying
Pokecenter.
A Poké
They have
Center,
to have a
yeah.
Poke Center.
Mega Bloks did a Poké Center.
Yeah, they did a Poke Center. Poke Center.
A lot of people are just saying they'll just do what Mega Bloks did, but like better versions.
Yes, that's lazy, so
But
easy. We could just buy the set and just switch the bricks out.
do you think they would do like a brick built weird. I mean, they did the printed
Maybe that'll be the GWP.
they
Like,
did this.
maybe
This
they'll
is
do
printed.
brick built card with like
Mm.
some printed pieces on there.
That could be quite cool. Imagine if they did that and then it was like you play the game. How'd you know?
Because they won't, because they'll have there's too many cards to play the game.
No,
So
but like create like a set, like a standard. Here's like a water set.
Okay,
Great or
so
something.
they're
Do
just
you know what I
gonna
mean?
do
No, but
300 odd different cards.
no, they could do like a Bulbasaur, a Charmander, and a Squirtle like set. So you definitely get those cards in it, and then brick built cards, and then like other water.
They won't do it so you can play the game. Okay?
I don't
That
know.
won't happen.
Right. Well, right. Mateus is saying UCS Squirtle. Can you imagine a Blastoise with like the hydro pump?
You fill it up with water,
Right. This is the thing. They should make it like in like a Charizard that breathes fire. That's like a
like
light.
real fire.
No, like with a light brick. Light brick.
Yeah, well, we'll do that.
UCS Pokeball. Right. This is the thing.
Right,
Do you
the
think they'll do
Pokeballs.
them
We'll do
to
Pokeballs.
steal?
I want Pokeballs I can hold in my hand. I don't care if they open. I just want
They
like
could
this
build
flavor.
them so they
I
open.
don't. Yeah, I guess they could do ones that open that have like a little
Molded Pokemon.
Pokemon inside them.
Mm. The thing is, though, is that if they did molded Pokemon, which is the only way they can do it, if they try and do like weird ass versions of Pokemon as minifigs, that will not work. Like a dressed up pig.
Oh no, it has to be molded.
Can you imagine like how many they would have to then do
Well,
in the
there's
factory and stuff? Like that would just be like
yeah, there's 150 in the first set, and then there's another 100 for the second. You know exactly how many there would be.
if they did molded Pokemon, which I think there's a good chance they would, then I would think that they would go for so much because they wouldn't be able to have them in production for too long before they would have to change the molds, like the use in the factories, because they can't have everything all at once. That's why they have retired sets. So they would have to like change them out for new Pokemon.
Yeah, but
so it'd be so exclusive.
like the most popular Pokemon will always be in production. Like, they're always going to
Oh yeah,
produce
like Charizard and
Pikachu,
stuff.
Charmanders, Squirtles, Bulbasaur. They will always be in production. But like, they'll then maybe do more limited runs of like
Mm,
the more less known Pokemon or the
mm.
less popular ones.
I think they'll do a Mewtwo.
Oh,
They do
they'll
Mewtwo.
have to do Mewtwo.
They have to do Mew.
Mew would be difficult because like some of these things are quite difficult because like the tail element that's really thin and spindly.
Yeah. I don't know how they would do that. But yeah, Travis made a good point there. They could create the word Pokemon to build from bricks.
Oh
They
yeah,
did
that
that
was
with
so popular in Marvel. Like,
yeah, they did that with the
yeah,
Marvel one.
that Pokemon jumping out of it. I was being sarcastic when I was saying that was popular.
No, I know. But I think the Pokemon version would be.
Yeah, it'd be much cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
And,
lot more angular.
yeah, it would have yeah. The Marvel one was easy. It was accurate, but it was easy.
Maybe
And
they'll
so
do like the printed tiles that they were selling at Bricktastic. Might do them, like the printed Pokemon tiles.
mm, yeah.
They were pretty cool.
Well, this is the other thing. They might not even go down the route of what we're thinking of, like doing the characters as a build. They might do it as like a Pokemon collection. That would be a bit meh. I would probably
Like
be
what?
interested in that. Like what you're saying about these are Pokemon cards, like that. You're like an interchangeable Pokemon trainer, like what you were kind of saying, but do it as like it was you. So here is like you know, well, like you know, in the original game when you're in like the room, not in your bedroom, they could have it like that, and then you have the option of different like starter people, so like a man, well, a boy or a girl, and then
I don't know what you're talking about.
oh my god, like in
someone
the
else
original
does.
in the original
I know
game,
what you're talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about Lego
they
doing.
have to do Professor Oak as
Yeah,
well. Oh,
Professor Oak.
Gary, they need to do Gary. Can you imagine Misty's hair or Team Rocket? They
Well,
need
they've
to do
got
Team
Team Rocket.
Rocket.
Then they could do like the Meowth balloon. They could
Yeah,
do like
that'd
so
be so
many
good.
things around Team
What's the
Rocket.
other balloon that they do that's something else? What's the other one?
Isn't that a Slowpoke or something?
Oh no, it's a Magikarp. Is it not? Oh no, that's their submarine. They could do the
Yeah.
submarine.
Yeah.
But would they do Jesse and James and stuff as minifigs, or would they do anything else?
Well, they'd be as minifigs, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine Jesse's hair though?
That'd be cool.
So long. Like, it would just be mental. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think Meowth would be a popular, buildable figure because you've got people that just liked Meowth and cat
Right.
lovers and
So the next question is,
stuff.
what shelf you clearing for the Pokemon stuff?
God, this is the thing, right? So, this is the other point I was gonna make is I think this will be the IP that drives people like us that have said, "Right, narrow down what we collect."
You
So I've
don't ever really mean that.
no, I've been very good. I've been very There's been, like, IPs and sets come out that I'm like, "Mama," that I don't, like, even contemplate getting it. But I think this will be the IP that will draw people off that path, like, across the board. Like, I think there'll be people that are always
It's
Harry
always
Potter and
it's
they're
always good when you start a new IP like this
Mhm.
to be at the ground floor. You have to buy 2 of everything, 1 to keep sealed, 1
Yeah.
so isn't there a Pokemon film coming out next year? There's always Pokemon films coming out. There is, Aardman, who did Wallace and Gromit. They are doing a Pokemon movie. That's not until
Trev's gonna love that
2026.
'cause it's stop motion.
Yeah, stop motion Pokemon movie. They've already done stop motion Pokemon with, Pokemon Courtiers?
Okay.
But, which was quite popular. There's something like that coming. But yeah, Aardman coming, with a gotta be freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. Oh, look what Trev did! Sent a super sticker. Oh, Trevor, thank you so much.
Do we get it in the mail, Laura?
We're gonna have to do a super chat. I don't have a Pokemon one made up though, which is a bit sad, but we'll do the next best thing. Thank you so much, Trev. This is rude.
Abomination.
You spelled super chat wrong there.
Me?
Yeah.
I'll go play it again to check. No one ever has ever flagged it. Hello, everybody that's coming in. Hello, Hugh. Secrets of the Jungle. What was that? A Pokemon movie?
I don't keep up with the movies or the anime. Just cards. I know pretty much. I know all the sets that are coming out, and
Okay, you say that with the movie. Did you know? Remember the first one? Did you cry when Ash died?
oh, I was a child.
I was like, oh my god! And then all the Pokemon's tears bring him back. Like,
Bit dramatic. They got to do
was-
Giovanni. Giovanni
Yeah.
version.
So Giovanni is Team Rocket's leader,
He's pretty cool.
boss. If people can't remember, 'cause even I have to sometimes be like, "Who's that?" You never really hear his name. But then, to be fair, he's just like a shadow is cast over most of him. You have to do a lap press. I would love a lap press. A nice buildable lap press. This is a mold.
No,
so
no. Some of them,
complicated.
when they get to a certain size, they're gonna have to be buildable figures. So, like,
No.
obviously, like a Charizard, they're not gonna mold that.
Yeah.
That is probably about any scale for a Charizard.
Yeah, that's true. Like, they would have
So
to, like
they're gonna have to, like, when it gets to this size of Pokemon, it's gonna be buildable. When it's like this size slash smaller, like they could do probably Wartortle, Chameleon, and all that sort of stuff with buildable casted figures,
Mm.
and then everything else bigger is gonna have buildable.
But I can't think what else I would like. Those are the main things because I'm thinking like way back to the beginning of the series and stuff like that. And but there's so much they could do. I just don't know if they're gonna like keep going with it. Or are they literally gonna get this and just grow it and grow it and grow it, or are they just gonna stick with some quite basic things and not really take it too far?
No, they'll it's printing money. Why would they not print money?
I don't know.
Good time. Do Legos do shares? It might be a good time to invest.
I don't know. I need to check on trading, whatever it's called, that app that you can.
No 217.
Yeah, yeah. But, oh no, is it our? It's probably our Scottish accents. A
Hearing
kid
aids
from
can't cope with
Peloton.
audio. I don't understand. Might be our maybe doesn't speak very clearly sometimes.
Excuse me.
Alright, that's another thing. Alright. The music. They could do
Mhm.
music blocks inside. Imagine like in the Poke Center they have a music block that goes do, 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 do.
What is that supposed to be?
Like when they put the Pokemon onto heal,
Oh,
all the like
yeah,
8-bit
yeah, yeah.
tunes and music blocks would be amazing.
What other tunes? As soon as you walk into the gym, it's like
Dun,
ding,
dun, 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 dun.
or just like the battle tune. Okay then. But no, there's loads that they could do. But I'm just when in 2026 are they coming out? We don't know. This is the thing. People are trying to like stipulate when they think, but try not to die. But I hope it's early because I don't think I'll be able to wait.
You won't be able to wait. What will you do
No.
instead?
Just be really upset. I know. Thanks, Red. And no, see, this is the thing though, is that this is why we're watching this stream because we actually know what we're talking about. We're not just talking about this because it's
I'm talking about what?
it's me.
What?
Oh, it meant me.
No.
It meant me. Right, okay. But no, it's gonna be so interesting to see what they do. And I don't know how to answer your question. You, how we're gonna make the space. Because we've got Bluey coming as well.
No, but there's crap. We don't mind Blue. Right. See this shelf? What is
Don't
this?
touch.
That's pretty bad, so we can shut that.
I just put that there. I need to sort
Who's
this.
this guy? Like he's not very
Careful.
popular, is he?
God. I'm gonna come into your room and start moving all your little men around.
You do, you chuck them on the floor.
Right.
Twice.
Anyway.
Once is an accident, twice is something.
No, I can't think of anything else that we need to like spell out because we've given all of the great ideas. Unless anyone else, what's everyone else think, chat? Oh, it was nice to meet you as well, Hugh. Met you at Fantastic. An army. Do you mean Jesse and James? I'm saying Jenny and Jenny and Joyce, of course. We talk about Poke Center and like police officer Jenny.
Yeah. Loads of them.
That would be. That's the funny thing, yeah, because you could have an army because there's like what Jenny has just like different coloured first aid crosses on her outfits for like the different ones. That's usually how you tell. Like one's teal, one's
Where were
pink.
you
Like
staring when you were a child?
her t-shirt. That's true. That would be the funniest army. Not only like your stormtroopers and stuff. You could just Jenny and Joy. Joy is changing. But
Legendary Pokemon like Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres,
would have to be like
Plaza, the dogs. I can't remember the name right now.
the one in 2000 that came out in the Millennium. What's that?
Inte.
No, that's the lion one. That's the one where like the girl thinks her dad is living in Entei.
No.
Doesn't watch the film. Is it that? Is that the one that's the big one that brings Zapdos and Flareon and all that together?
Lugia?
Lugia. Yes. Lugia. Lugia was like the biggest mystical one for a while.
There's the gold one at the time.
At the very start that we don't even
Yeah, that was like
but we don't learn about
episode.
Yeah, we don't learn about that one for like years though. They just kind of put that in as an Easter egg in the very first episode ever of, which was quite a nice touch. But yeah, that wasn't explained for a long time. Yeah. There is so much they could do. Are you wanting to go away now? Do you want to paint your men?
What?
You see a buildable detective picture. That would be cool.
But that's the thing, they'll have to make Pikachu in such a way where it can be accessorized. They'll have a stud on its head so you can put hats on it, little
You should do
jackets,
that.
all
But
that sort of stuff.
I don't think Lego are clever enough to do that kind of thing because if they were, they would have done that with Stitch, which they didn't. And I'm still beefing on about that. They should have made Stitch, but that's because Stitch was to attract more girls to the hobby. So if they masculinized, if that's even a word, if they do that to Pokemon, I will be sending a letter. If they make it all like boyish or directed at boys, I'll be. They try to do that with Disney with girls, and it's PG.
Disney haven't done that with girls.
Look at Stitch wearing a fur in his hair and stuff.
He's a Hawaiian. That's the
Yeah, but
whole
he
Lego
doesn't look
thing.
like that in the film. He has, like, his cool red outfit
Oh,
and
you talking
stuff.
about Disney Lego sets?
Yeah.
Well, that's because it is more of a girl thing, but, like, think about
Not.
all the Disney boy
You love
sets.
Hercules.
All the Disney boy sets they do, like, the UCS, Death Star's coming out this year,
Star Wars
there's
is not
it
boy.
is yeah, but it's Disney. That's the Disney male thing.
You're wrong. Anyway, you wanna take your
Or Disney Marvel.
these are great also for families. Yeah.
These are yours.
I don't care about them. Who was it that graded these?
A really bad company.
It's not, G
No.
I don't even know, yeah, I don't even know who they are.
There's
Yeah. But one of the you were saying get it graded by 1 of 3, and one of them got robbed recently.
not one of them 3 though.
I thought you were talking about Ace.
Ace is I didn't say Ace. I said PSA, Beckett, and CTC are the 3
Oh,
to
you
get
didn't
graded by.
right.
Ace, you don't get it graded by 'cause they had a big break-in
Yeah.
and they
I
broke
think it was PSA.
and it
I think
probably
it was
doesn't even increase your value getting graded by Ace. They're trying, but
not anymore 'cause it just lost a lot of money, and they now owe people a lot of money. Anyway, thank you for your input.
needed an expert on here, so
Oh my god. Never inviting you to talk about anything ever again. When they bring out Pokemon sets, you're not invited.
well, you're not gonna get them. I'm not gonna buy them for you. We
Mhm.
buy you Lego sets.
Sends me I work as well.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Anyway,
well,
can you please
yeah,
go a wee bit further?
I can't. Yeah, take your non-interesting mine. Mine is more interesting.
Clear the shelf, remember?
Yeah,
This doesn't
yeah.
even have Lego on it.
But I'll keep your Charizard then. This is quite cool though.
There's a Lego man underneath a wheel.
The Lego lady actually. But no, this is the thing though. They already know how to build some of their sets by like because this Mega Bloks one is actually pretty good.
I really want some of them ones. If they're on sale,
They
check the
are
Gyarados.
probably in Smiths. Go check the website. Um, but yeah, apparently Mattel were reducing everything because they won't be able to sell them. So they know they'll get chased by the Lego for it. Let me just see. I hear 'em breaking things. But yeah, we kind of like jittered on a lot about that card idea, but if that does happen. Okay, so let's take a look at this actually because um this is like something that they have to do, just like maybe their own version and much better because I mean it's good, but it's not Lego quality in terms of design. So is it gonna let me open a stinger? No. But this is like the Pokemon Center that they are building arena. So this is what we're talking about with an arena, but like they did these weird sort of buildable Pokemon. I don't know if they're gonna go down that route. I kinda hope not. I don't really like them. They need to I want buildable, like, moldable Pokemon. I think that would be way better and a better scale as well. Like, unless they are going down the avenue of wanting to make this more of a playability thing, make it so kids can play with them more like the Mario theme. So they're either gonna go more Mario direction or they're gonna go more the Animal Crossing direction, and I really hope they go Animal Crossing. It'll just be so much better because, I mean, surely they'll take it as an indication the Mario stuff has not done that well. And they're already seeing the hype from the new Mario car, the big buildable one, so they know, like, what people want, and if they do these little buildable figures, it's not gonna fly with people, I don't think. As cute as some of them are. Oh, and there's a buildable, Pokédex as well that they did. I've not actually even seen this. This is actually pretty good. It could be a little bit more detailed, but this is, like, the first basic one. This looks a lot like the one that I had growing up, actually. Um, it wasn't, like, a buildable one. It wasn't bricks or blocks or anything, it was just, like, plastic, but and, they even have Pokeballs as well. Mega did that as well, and then they contained the different Little Binny builds a Pokemon. Look at Cubone! Oh my god, Cubone is so cute. Can you imagine? I mean, in saying that, that's a little builded Cubone, and it doesn't actually look too bad. I think the key thing is they're gonna have to keep it consistent. They either do them brick built or they do the molds, but they can't unless it is like the bigger ones, but they can't have small, the same scale Pokemon built differently because it just wouldn't look right. But yeah. Uh, that's the odd thing. Mattel makes Mega Bloks, so are Mattel's new bricks really just mega rebranded? Yeah, maybe that is what they're gonna do. It's not something that we know anything else about yet. It's another 2 months, is it not, until we find out more? Is it May that they're releasing more information, I believe? Eevee! We will need all the evolutions. I agree with the molds. Please not like these Mega Block figures. Yeah. I mean, as I said, the Cubone one actually looks alright, and so does Caterpie, but and even, Zubat, actually. But no. I really hope they're little moldable ones and not like Animal Crossing or anything like that. Like the 'cause Animal Crossing are like people with animal heads. If they do something like that, 'cause I could see that they would be tempted to do something like that for Pokemon like Squirtle or Charmander that like stand upright. They could kind of maybe get away with doing that, but I think it would look weird. It's like how they've totally fudged up with the Bluey stuff. Like Bluey should have been more molded, but they've kind of I don't know, maybe to save a little bit of money, they've tried to use like minifig base molds with just like a little head on top, and it just looks like a person dressed up in a Bluey costume rather than looking like Bluey. If they do that sort of style with the Pokemon, it's gonna look so weird. So that the whole thing needs to be molded. I really think they'll go towards the Mario route in the hope that sales perform better. Oh, so you think they might do it to try and help support the sales of the Mario stuff as well? If they, like, intertwine everything, so how you can, like, scan things with the Mario sets, if they try and bring that over to the Pokemon stuff in the hope that people will do it for the Pokemon because it's Pokemon and be like, "Oh, maybe the Mario stuff is actually gonna be good for this as well," and then go back and buy those. But I think that would be a massive mistake. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, Animal Crossing has been so popular. So and this is the thing, so, like, this is what I don't get. I know it costs more money, but it also makes them more money to do what is gonna make both demographics happy. So, if they do buildable stuff, fine, the kids will be happy. But they've seen with doing Animal Crossing, if they do molded figs, you know, they were selling out, there was, like, sale caps on them per person, per customer, because the adults were buying them as well because they were happy with the figs, as well as the kids buying them. So if they just do what fits both demographics, then their sales are gonna do a lot better. So it's like a no-brainer from, like, a consumer point of view, but I get, like, the money involved. That's why I was saying, like, they'll have to decide how long each run goes in terms of the figs, but especially if they do a CMF series. I think I saw you, Chris, saying that in the chat. If they do a CMF series, can you imagine what they do? Like, is it 18 figs in a CMF series usually? Like, imagine 18 uniquely molded Pokemon. Now, what 18 should they do though? That would be the next question. With Mario, Sonic, Zelda, Animal Crossing, and Pokemon becomes part of Lego, they really need to do a Lego Super Smash Bros set if possible. Oh my god, we're asking for everything now. Yeah, and they acquired the Star Trek license now as well. Oh, hello, Trevor. How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Pikachu just looks weird. It looks like Pikachu sort of like on something. He's bulked up. Just looks really bizarre. But yeah, no, I think actually all the other ones look alright. So I don't know. They need to do Pikachu right though. If they do Pikachu dirty, people are just gonna be so disappointed. Oh, can you imagine? Is it 12? Oh, Greg's here. 12 figs in a CMS series. Where am I getting 18 from? But yeah, okay, 12 is a bit more attainable, but 12 molded unique figs. I don't know. I mean, they'll probably CMS series, they always bring out new figs though, don't they? So when they bring out sets, they'll definitely bring out Pikachu, at least in one of the first ones. and they would be daft not to do Charmander, I would say. Uh, or Squirtle. Meowth and Team Rocket has to be. So I don't think they would repeat any Pokemon for this CMF series. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. Like that would be way, way down the line, surely. They wouldn't bring them out right at the same time, would they? But oh, we're talking about a CMF series for Animal Crossing now. Oh gosh, yeah, because there's so many they could still bring out. This is the thing though. Pokemon could go on forever. I'm not even sure how many Pokemon there are anymore. So it got to a point where they were just getting silly. Like because obviously Pokemon are based off of real life animals and things like that. And it got to a point where I think they'd done all the animals, so they were doing like the most obscure Pokemon based on like, God, is there not like a Pokemon that's like a car or something? Like obscure Pokemon. Like, does anyone know any off the top of their head? Because some of them I just find really funny, and I'm like, is this actually a thing? Because this looks bizarre. Who is the most obscure Pokemon? Let's just look up some images. Let's see who's real. Well, Unknown was even a bit weird, but that was quite early on, so they hadn't ran out of ideas at that point, but yeah. In fact, I'll leave that to you guys in the chat to think of, like, the most obscure Pokemon you've ever seen. Some of them are just, like, based on, like, a plant or like, some of them are just, like, a face. That is all they are. Or some of them don't have a face. Like okay, this is where I'm getting confused, yes, because the Disney series had 18 figs. So if they did a very special Pokemon CMF series, they might do 18 for that. Who knows? Yeah, that would definitely be a thing. Oh my god. I wouldn't be surprised if all retailers just put Pokemon, like CMF, boxes behind tills because they do that with Pokemon cards now. Even the ones like if we go into our local Smith, so they have like the little kind of dispenser things to like take Pokemon's booster pack out. And I remember I was going to pick up one and it's open at this front for you to use it, like for that. And she was like, no, no. And then she took one from the top. I was like, bit weird. Like they were at the till, so she could see me doing it, but they're still very insistent that they hand them to you and they're not just out for people to kind of take. It is really weird. So I think I really wouldn't be surprised if they did put them behind the till because I think they would scalp for sure. Oh, can you imagine if they did a Pokemon CMF series? I think it would be like the most scalped and the highest value CMF series there ever was and there ever will be. Like more than the D&D, more than the Disney 100. What other ones have done really well? I can't even think. Like I'm talking like the Mr. Gold sort of value if they do like really good ones that are hard to get hold of. And there will definitely be people breaking into boxes and stuff as well. 100% to find all the right ones. But obviously we have the apps now, so hopefully that won't be too much of a thing. Oh my god. They crossed the 1,000 threshold a year or two ago. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine? There's one that's an ice cream. You see what I mean? It's just so random. This is why I'm kind of like, okay, I still watched the series, the TV series when I was like a kid, when they went past the 150 and they had like Cyndaquil and Totodile and all this kind of stuff. But like, it then got to a point where I was like, this is just getting a bit meh. And yes, I discovered Pokemon Go before the app was actually released properly in the UK. I like managed to get it on my phone. I think it was like just under a week beforehand. I was like, this is amazing. And I honestly, I think I reinstalled it on my phone like a few months ago. But it was one of those games where you had to stick with it all the way through because now people are at like have Pokemon and trainers at levels that are just ridiculous and you'll never compete with them now. But we were, oh my god, I was so hardcore into Pokemon Go when it first came out. And so many people were. I was at uni and we would go out at midnight driving around in a car trying to find spawned Pokemon and things like that. Like it was a thing. And we were not the only ones. Like we went to uni at Stirling and me and my friend Liam drove up to Stirling Castle where there was a spawn. And we were not the only ones sitting in the car park at midnight with our phone. There were like, I think 6 cars full of people doing the same thing. Like, it was a thing. But the issue that they had with that is that they took too long to develop the game because people were getting right into it and they were like, "Oh, but I wish I could, like, battle my friend," or, all this other kinda stuff, but you couldn't do that at the time. It was basic. It was like you could only acquire gyms once you were, like, you decided what team you were in. There was, like, what was it? Yellow, red, and blue. Everyone knew that red were, like, arseholes. Everyone was like red or blue was like, alright, red like, blue was like your next up sort of, and then yellow were just like mellow, and I was in the yellow. I was like, "I'll just pick yellow." Ah, but yeah, good times. I do miss playing it, but it's just not as good anymore, and yes, the point I was trying to make is that they went farther with all the newer Pokemon. At the start, it was just the original 150, and it was great, and it was like playing a game from your childhood, but a much better version in a much better way. Like, the amount of steps I got in doing Pokemon Go is, like, so good. Um, and it was just, like, the random people you would meet as well because they'd be out doing the same thing, and you knew when people were doing it. You knew. It's so funny. Ah, I'd love a CMF series for AC, but the sets are doing well, and LEGO will likely put these highly desirable minifigs locked within sets. Yeah. That is kind of the strategic right way to do it. But this is why them doing it with Pokemon could genuinely happen because they can't fit all the Pokemon in all the sets because there's just so many. So they could always do ones that they know are popular but not like really high up there or really common ones. They could put them in a CMF series. Um, but yeah. Hugh still has Pokemon Go. On your tablet as well, so you got good what team are you, Hugh? What team are you? You gotta be honest. As much as I've just slated the red team. Oh, funny, we just received some Pokemon from Mega Constructs in the store yesterday. Yeah, they'll all be reduced. The thing is, I actually really wanted the Pikachu one that runs, but that has actually been sold out for quite a while. Um, like, it was actually a really popular one even before all this. This is one that I believe Greg, you got recently because you sent me a little picture. This is actually super cute. This is actually really cute, but I still think Lego could probably end up doing it better. Oh my god. Are you for serious? Oh, it's a kid's costume. I was gonna say, see if like I'll be mind you, it'll be too early in the year. But see if they brought out like Pokemon January releases. If I didn't see someone dressed up as like a Pokemon at Bricktastic, I'd be well disappointed. Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh, that'd be so good. There'd have to be a Pokemon event. It would have to be a thing. I would make it a thing. But I don't think they'll come out until I think people were predicting March for the Pokemon release stuff for next year, but we shall see. But yeah, back to the back to the bricks. Or there was this Pikachu as well. So obviously, no surprise, Mega were like, Pikachu's super popular, so we'll even bring out like a different version. And this was one that wasn't even in a box. It was like in a kind of like polybag style thing. Let's put this. It's not gonna let me do full screen. But this kind of gives you a rough idea of how it's built. And he sits down. Yeah, it'd be super cute if they made them like have some maneuverability to them and stuff like that. But they have to do something extra with them, like rather than just being your built model like this. But this material for Charizard's wing is really cool because it's kind of like rubber and it's, it's printed color and everything like that. So this is the other thing for these kind of features of the Pokemon, because there's quite a few that maybe have wings and similar. Are they going to do something a little bit extra spicy for us? Is it just going to be cloth? Are these going to be brick built as well? Like, what are they going to do? 'Cause this would be the time to bring out those new elements that they could use that are very like they'd be compatible with like Dreams and Ninjago and stuff like that. They could totally do a crossover and like using them. So I don't think it would be a cost that wouldn't go, get its full value. I'm trying to find this like if I just type in Pikachu. Pikachu. I'm very good at the voices, I have to say. Oh my god. Blush Captain Pikachu. Love it, love it, love it. Look at all this Pokemon merchandise. Oh my god. It gives us ideas. So it's not even showing the set that I'm on about anymore because they don't have it in stock, but, if I do Mega Bloks running Pikachu, because they also had a Lapras I really wanted. So this is cool. So this Pikachu actually will, you know, crank, if you like, to make him look like he's running like this. So you can already see like parts that are very like exist in some sort of similar form that Lego could use. Like if they did something extra a little bit like that, that would be really cool. But at the same time, Lego might decide, you know what, oh, they've got an EV as well. Um, we're already like up there in terms of like the value of our bricks and stuff. We don't need to add in those extra elements because that'll just cost them money. But yeah, there's even a running EV. And you can see the parts and stuff that they've used. We have similar in Lego, so they could just cop out and use a very similar design within legal restrictions. But like, yeah. And is there the Lapras one? I'm positive I didn't imagine it. I love a Lapras. Love a Lapras. I mean, Lapras looks a bit weird. Like, I don't think the face is quite right. There's a video for this one as well. I don't actually know what this one does. The shell looks a bit strange as well, but yeah, I can understand why they've built it that way. The face just looks like meh. Really weird. Oh, it's the head that spins. Okay. All right. Yeah, Lego could do that better. Whoa, look at how much this is reduced. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh, wait, is it not? Wait, I need to stop sharing this screen so you can see. I've totally shared the wrong page. Right, let me reshare this. You just need to see this. Like how much this is reduced is insane. Ah. Look at the price of this now. What? What? 64% off. RRP was 55 quid and now it's down to £20. They are needing to clear that stock, guys. What? But then at the same time, like, are you better just waiting to see if something comes out better from Lego? But then Lego might not do like your Lapras, so now's a good a good time to maybe grab one for 20 quid. Because I did want this one, but I wasn't paying 55 quid for it. Here you go. I don't think I showed the video properly before. It's kind of cool. And no, I don't think it floats on water before you ask. But that is pretty cool. That is very, very cool. So we shall see. Let me just catch up with the chat, what everyone's saying. I got very carried away there. Oh, so Peebo has the Mega Bloks Charizard and thinks it's pretty good. Greg is saying, I'm pretty confident we won't get a CMF series at least year 0 anyway. No, I don't think it would be that soon either. I think you're right there. From the RC Dalek, and that's behind the counter. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, they will be putting a lot of stuff behind the counter. There's a few of you that've got them. The most obscured Pokemon ever is the unofficial Pokemon of unknown species known as Mizingno. It was also a glitch Pokemon in Pokemon Red and Blue. Is this the one that's like the almost what I always thought was like hieroglyphics? Graphics? I can't say the word. Of like Pokemon? Kind of looks like that. Oh my god, you think you still have your base set series, Chris? You need to like find that it and check the quality. Put them in a case, take very close care of them. Like people should be taking better care of their Pokemon cards than their like boxed Lego that they're thinking of like reselling at some point. Like honestly, the value of Pokemon cards it's insane. It's crazy. A lot of people just make their living now off of like or have like managed to buy a house using like selling their collection from when they were a kid of their Pokemon cards. It's crazy. There's YouTubers that even talk about it. So oh, it's crazy, crazy. Oh, you managed to get it as well. Yeah. It must have just leaked out on or something on Google Play. Yeah, there were so many people. I do wish it was still a thing. I miss it so much. Like, I know it still exists, but it's just not the same. I would be interested to see where the closest, Poke Center is though, because they just, like, randomly dotted them places, and it was such a good money-making scheme because places could, like, register their interest to become a Poke Center. So, if a local business wanted loads of people to swarm to their cafe or something, they could, like, pay to become a Poke Center. So people, like, or like a gym. I think a gym, it was very expensive to be like a location for a gym, but yeah. Everyone was doing it. It's just so, in fact, they even have to put like a disclaimer on it that's still there to this day, telling people to like make sure they're looking both ways before they cross the street if they're playing, and don't play while they're like crossing the street and stuff, because people were walking out into like moving traffic because they were just like beelining for a, you know, Bioplume or something like spawning, or Charizard, and getting so excited that they just they weren't thinking, and they were just running out in front of cars. And this was a thing. Like, I shouldn't laugh, but it was. Honestly, I walked so much, it was ridiculous. Team Mystic. Is that the blue one? I think that's the blue one, right? Unless they've changed the names. I can't remember. Ah. I was always trying to go to work during Pokemon Go's heyday, which took me through downtown, and it was infuriating how people weren't getting run over left. But people were. Oh my god, wow. That is an ultra fan right there. I remember me and my sister had blue and red, and then she got yellow for her birthday or something one time, the one where Pikachu follows you around. And then I got one of the sort of ones that came out when the Game Boy Advance came out, which was the console after Game Boy Color. Um, yeah, such a good time. I would happily play an old Game Boy Color version of the game because they're just so much better. Ah, oh my gosh. In the red team. Who's in the red team, guys? Boo. The red team were like the assholes. Maybe just in our area, maybe just in Sterling, I don't know, but yeah. I got the small one, paid £12 for it. The bigger one just wasn't right to me. Yeah, fair. At least you have one of them now in case you're not happy. I think a lot of people will. What could be cool actually for people to do is to go out and buy these reduced Mega Bloks versions so that they can do a comparison if and when. Oh my god, there's like a massive Golbat one. Okay, we're gonna have to look back at these again. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've only seen the ones that were ever in Smiths. I've never actually searched for these like on Amazon or anything. If people are interested in buying any of these via Amazon, please let me know because I do have an Amazon affiliate link and I can maybe get a little bit of a commission if you use the link, which would always help. So please let me know. So this Golbat has does it have some flap? Yes, it has some flapping action. Push for motion. Ooh. Yes, dang. This card hasn't changed. It'll be back now. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like the Hold on. Okay. Well, that's cool. That is a pretty cool build to be fair. To be fair. And that was only 2023, so that's not like that old, you know? And there's Diglett. I did not know all these existed. Diglett. Oh, that's Doug Trio, of course. Doug Trio. That one's not as reduced. And there's a video as well. That's not as exciting. I thought they were going to get different like levels because that's what they do. The same like in the anime. All the little trios come up at different points, so not very accurate. I don't think that one's as good. Geodude. Greg, you're gonna have to like look up. I'll have a. Geodude does not look grumpy rock as rocks go. Like this looks weird. I think it's the eyebrows. Is he meant to have eyebrows? Yo, dude. This is hilarious. Oh, what else did we have? Let's see what's down here. Oh, there was a Dragonite one. Oh, this is pretty cute. And this looks pretty good as well. Look at Dragonite! So we first see Dragonite in first ever Pokemon movie at the very start. Because Dragonite brings Ash a letter from who he thinks is like a master Pokemon trainer, wanting to invite all the best Pokemon trainers to his like arena for a ultimate Pokemon battle, but unknown to them, it is actually Mewtwo. It is trying to lure in all the best Pokemon trainers to steal their Pokemon to clone them. Watch this again. That is a really great build, to be fair. Like, the way I'm trying to look at it from an unbiased perspective is if this were Lego, like if this wasn't actually Mega that brought this out, I would be thinking this is actually really good. Like, I mean, they could that could maybe work a bit better, but oh, honestly, all this part, oh my gosh, right, we need to pause this so we can see what Pokemon there are. So we've got, that looks like a Zubat. So this sheep Pokemon is not original 150, this is like the 250, and it's not Mareep, it's the other sheep that I can't remember the name of. We've got Pikachu, that looks like a Pidgey. And then these again are not original 150, so I'm not sure who they are, but like that's a penguin, I think. And I don't know what the hell this is. It looks like a demented cat with like a red spear through its head. I don't know what that is. If anyone knows their 250 Pokemon, put it in the chat. But oh, there's a Machamp. Machamp. Oh. What I mean though, all of them have Machamp. Again, you can see that you have some of them like the lovely does not do that. Okay. And that one again is only 28% off. It's interesting seeing like why like some of them are so reduced and then some of them aren't so much. It's interesting. But Lapras is the biggest one, it looks like. I don't know if I can get around the face. Face just looks a little bit weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe if I just close the mouth, it's fine. But no, I can't make up my mind. I might have to get it. Don't know. Right, let's just catch up with the chat. Did I collect them too? Oh, what are we talking about again? You'll have to remind me what you're talking about. Oh, Mega Pokemon that is. No, so Aaron got the Charizard one, which he actually bought for me, but Charizard's more his like favorite or one of his favorites. I'm more Pikachu, Raichu sort of gal. I love Vulpix as well. Oh, and Mew. Who doesn't like Mew? Mew's so freaking cute. Oh, Aaron's talking about it here. So we still collect the cards quite a bit. Not so much recently as the market has gone insane wanting to get a few of the mega sets, though just always bought Lego and said, yeah, this is the thing. It's always like, should we buy this or this? And then other things always bought, like Lego always won out. So we did have a spree for a while where we didn't buy as much Lego and we were just constantly buying Pokemon cards. But yeah, it's kind of shifted back again now. Just everybody chatting here. But yeah, Greg's just asking Aaron about the market. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking, Andy, as well, is like if they don't do a set that you're happy with, and actually Mega had one that was maybe actually somewhat decent, it might be worth grabbing that now. I mean, with a discount like that one specifically, I don't really think you can complain too much. Like, I think that's pretty good. I don't know what the scale of that one is. Because for it to have originally been 55 quid, I would expect it to have been something pretty good size. Like, that looks only kind of slightly smaller than like the buildable Simba, which was like 90, 100 quid. So yeah, like that's probably pretty good. um, yeah, it's just going on about how the scalpers are the issue. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Hello, Starfish Bricks. Welcome in. Are the Pokemon going to be full statue builds or minifig scale? Yeah, we don't know this yet. This is what we're trying to speculate on. And all put out our hopes and dreams for Lego to kind of hear. um, but what's Aaron saying? Not with the next two sets, it won't. They are likely going to be more popular than the current. Yeah, so this is what they've been doing actually, which has made the trading card game a lot more popular very recently. Is that they're doing a lot of redos. So the master set, and when we say master set, we're saying like basically like a complete set of a series of cards that have come out. So you could argue like you've got something equivalent with like a Harry Potter Lego set. So they had loads of original ones, and then they've like brought out a new series, if you could call it, because they brought out a new Diagon Alley. They brought out a new um like a new version of like Weasley's Wizard Wheezies and all this kind of stuff. Like that's kind of like a good way to kind of see it. Like they've brought out a new version of it. So they're starting to do something similar with Pokemon cards. So the ones that Aaron was just showing, that is like their version of redoing the original 150 Pokemon. So I was totally on board with them collecting them because those are the ones that I like and the ones I know. But yeah, now they're talking about doing a totally new Team Rocket set, which is going to be, yeah, it's the thing is as well is that Pokemon cards these days, they don't at RRP, they're like, they're not they don't go insane. I wouldn't say they're kind of like Lego where they go, we can make a little bit more money here and they rank up the prices. Like they don't do it to the same degree as what kind of Lego arguably do. Um, but it's trying to get hold of them. Like it's really difficult because you do get people that will go and there's not the same kind of like barriers put into place to stop this, to like help like people like kids and stuff get a hold of these that want them. So if you go to Smith's when a new set of Pokemon, like a new series of Pokemon cards come out, there's no one, at the tills being told, right, make sure people only pick up 2 booster boxes each of this because it just got released today. There's none of that. People will like, in fact, there's pictures you can look up, you can Google it, pictures on from like Costco and stuff like that when a new series of Pokemon cards come out. Like you can see, and you guys know the big Costco trolleys. Mm-hmm. Sweeping them in a huge trolley full of just like boxes of these cards, and that'll cost the person thousands of pounds, but the value of them that they then resell them for, they make their money back easy. And yeah, this is starting to become more of a problem with the hobby now, which is a shame. And also, just as you do with like Lego, but the consequences of it are much more dire with with Pokemon cards as you get people making fake versions, sadly. And they're very, very accurate and very easy to be deceived by. They look very similar. Sometimes it's only a case of like just a slight texture difference by feeling the cards. So if you were to go to like a trading card convention or something like that and you asked to really see the card and you're like really examining it and stuff, no one would think any less of you for doing that because it is a thing. And even like genuine sellers can get caught out. And what we were saying about the kids thing is it's horrendous and it's horrible, but you do get people that will take advantage of kids at these events, and kids will come with their binders. Like the last one that we went to is an annual event. It's a really big event that happens every year, and in Glasgow. And there was a kid that was like, had a binder, and I can't remember what happened, Aaron, but like, what was it? She was just like, she'd been like cheated out of some cards and stuff like that. And then some kids had fake cards, and it's obviously not the kids that have created them. So, some adult has come along and traded them a fake card for maybe a good card that they've pulled. And these are kids that just love the Pokemon because they love them in their TV series. They like the way they look. You know, they're not thinking, oh, this card's worth a lot. But the adults know this. So they come along and say, oh, that card. That card's amazing. That's a great pull. Like that they've pulled that. I'm just going to offer them this like crappy card in exchange, and the kid's going to be more than happy because they didn't think that Pokemon looked very cool, but that one does, and actually that card was maybe worth a few hundred quid. So we made a point of when we were at that card event last year, Aaron pulled the dad aside that was accompanying this little girl to this event saying, the cards I just pointed out, they're worth a lot. Like, yeah. And as much as that's not important to that little girl at the time, you know what I mean? Like, it could make, inherit, like, make a little bit of money when she's a little bit older that's gonna benefit her or whatever. And, not just to basically give these cards away, especially when you've got assholes out there that are giving kids and other people fake cards. It's just not it's not the spirit of the game. So it is a thing that happens, sadly. Also, Chris knows. He knows top loaders and all that. Wow. I am so interested to see what you have, Chris. This is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a thing now, like going to LEGO conventions even. Like, people are gonna start bringing their binders. Bring your binder. See what you've got. Yes, right, that I got caught out on this. Do not fall into this pit. Aaron can totally attest to this, is that we got, totally caught up in the whatnot. In fact, I'm even quite tempted to go on it right now. Because you get people that just every day, that is their business, and they'll do, uh, maybe 2 streams a day sometimes of just selling Pokemon cards, and it's like a bidding sort of situation, and it's such a rush to see what you might get and things like this. But yeah, we got caught up in that, like, last year? Start of last year, maybe? I can't remember. Um, but yeah, we're only talking about the cards in the sense of, like, I think if, like, when LEGO bring out their sets and stuff, I think it'll reinvigorate that love for Pokemon cards and the games from people that collect Lego that maybe have kind of fallen out of that, because there's a lot of crossover, because we all love our nerdy hobbies. And certainly my generation, like, I grew up with Pokemon. I remember, like, trading cards in the playground, and even our janitor did it. Like, it was great. So, yeah, I'm all for this, like, it's not good for the wallet, but it's like, oh, it's just so good fun. It's so good fun. But, I definitely think they could, like, this could be so incorporated so well into Lego. I really want a Pokemon stadium where we can all battle our Pokemon. And, yeah, I don't know if people would be for the idea where you have, like, little buildable Pokemon that obviously, like, you can smash and stuff, but that would be cool. Uh, oh, you can't hear me when there's a demo vid playing. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Um, yeah, some people took it way serious. Yeah. Oh, hey, KK, how are you? Sorry, I'm just catching up with everyone. Oh, Zach's here. Per mega. Yeah, no. I do feel for Mattel a little bit. Like, that is a massive loss for them to have lost this IP, but it is what it is. Like, it only made sense that it went to Lego in the end because they had Mario, they now have Animal Crossing. Like, it makes more sense to keep the whole IP together, like everything together. So, and Pokemon is so big on its own already. Why would they not strive for, like, the best brand out there for doing the brick build stuff, which is obviously Lego. It's not going to be the Mega Blocks that Mattel did. So Mark's here as well. This is what I love, is that, like, this is going to be the theme that brings everyone in the community together, because, there's people in chat that all have their favorite themes. And although we all, like, love Lego, we all have, like, our themes that kind of keep us, no, they don't keep us apart, but they segregate us ever so slightly. But Pokemon, I think, is going to be that theme that really kind of drives this, like, common interest through everyone. And it is going to be the theme that everyone makes an allowance for. 100%. Like, everyone's going to be there on release days. It's going to be such a hype. Like, what? We're all so excited. Oh my god, we've got Hugh playing Pokemon Go again. I want to reinstall it on my phone. Like, user got me, like, so hyped for this. It's hilarious, but this is it's a thing. It is such a thing. I don't know if I should do, no, I'll do it after the stream. This is ridiculous. I challenge everyone to download Pokemon Go because I really want to know how people get on with it. It's just so funny. Mark saying my brother is into the TCG game big time. He has said it is really, really tough being a TCG fan at the moment with scalpers. Yeah, we've just been talking about this. Like, it's really, really crap. What I will say, and I don't usually do this, but why the hell not? Why the hell not? I am going to tell you guys of, oh, that's the wrong thing. The person that we watch very, very frequently on YouTube, who I'm just giving away all my top secrets here. But this is like the YouTuber that I aspire to try and do my videos the same sort of style as, because without fail, I watch his videos to like start to end. They're amazing quality. They're so engaging. They're so entertaining, and he's just like such a nice guy. He does like a lot of sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Philanthropy. I can't even speak stuff, and he's like a dad, and he's just like lovely, and he's like over 1 million subscribers now. He's just like he's flown with his following, but his videos are amazing if you're wanting to like remind yourself about the TCG game, like the trading card game, and the current collections and series that are out there. So his name, I'll put it in the chat. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I need to catch up the chat. Is Deep Pocket Monsters. So check him out on YouTube. Amazing, 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 amazing. He is one of like few YouTubers that basically, when he brings out a new video, Aaron, do you want to watch DPM's latest video? Yes. And we sit down and watch it with dinner or whatever. Very, very good. Deep Pocket Monsters. Awesome, awesome channel. And as I said, it's a really good way to kind of get an idea of where the current trading card game is at, with what collections are out there, what kind of cards are out there. Which I think people could benefit for if they're like, oh yeah, I was into Pokemon when I was younger. Oh, like, or just announced they're bringing Pokemon out. Like, you want to kind of know where things are at with things a little bit. Yeah, definitely recommend DPM. And he does like live streams very rarely, but sometimes if you're on the other side of the pond, he does giveaways and stuff as well. So a very, very cool one. Hi, Maxine, and all know nothing about Pokemon. That's all good. You can like soak up the vibes. That's totally fine. Yeah, it's honestly, you get fist fights and everything for these Pokemon cards. Like, it's insane. Um, the hype for this next series coming out is just, we haven't seen a hype like this since like the what's called the Moonbryon. So there was this card of one of the EV evolutions that came out, which is a Pokemon called Umbreon. And all it takes is for an influencer. This actually happened because you can check the value of the card went shooting up. But there was this other YouTuber who is also good to watch, but I can't remember his name. But he's like, on the same level as Deep Pocket Monster. He basically said, I really like this Umbreon better. And the value of that card went shroom, because he said that. Like, it's just the trading card game is very influenced as well based on what people like. And so before these cards are even released, people are talking about it. It's very much like Lego. There's a hype out there. They don't really get leaked. They just like show them. They start showing them. There's an app that you can use so you can start seeing some of the artwork and things. And if people just say that artwork is gorgeous, like this card is going to do well, word gets out, and then there's already like a value put on that card that's going to be high value because people are going to want it. So yeah, that's the way it goes. But let me just see. Moonbryon, they called it. So it's not even called Moonbryon, but it was given this name because it's Umbreon looking at the moon. So this is a card. In fact, Aaron, I don't know if you're still in the chat, someone pulled this at the card event that we were at last year. A little kid pulled it. And when I keep saying pull it, I'm literally meaning this kid bought a blister pack and opened it at the card show. And when we say pull a card, like, you've literally just like, whoa, I just got this card. That's TCG lingo. So this is the Moonbryon. So it is a version of Umbreon Pokemon. And yes, it's looking at the moon. So that is why this card was called Moonbryon, and it went skyrocketing in value. Crazy, crazy. I'm not sure how much it's worth now. I don't look at the values anymore. It's just it's too mental. That is more Aaron's field. Like, he likes to monitor these things because I think he hopes that we're sitting on a gold mine. We do have some really high value cards. Amidst like I keep saying we need to finalize our wills, because there's even a section where it talks about and the will advisory people actually said this. They were like, you need to write your little supporting letter that stipulates, where your high value goods go. And she was like, for example, paintings, and like, it's of stuff that people had, like, back in ye olde days as considered, like, your high value stuff, like, as if we live back in the Baroque period. And I'm sitting there thinking, "Alright, so if something if me and Aaron get, pop our clogs, it's not gonna be paintings in that, letter, it's gonna be Pokemon cards, it's gonna be Lego, because that is the high value stuff in this house." Like, it's ridiculous, but that is genuinely something to think about, because that is the state of the world now. Like, people make money, people pay off their mortgages with this kinda stuff. It's just insane. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. The world makes me laugh sometimes. It makes me cry a lot, but it also makes me laugh. Ah. Oh, we've got Super Collector Fam coming in here as well. You know you're not the main character when you have to say your product is compatible with other name brands. Yup. That is the thing. That is such a thing. I've never heard Lego say that. Yes, Zach is all for Pokemon Go as well. Oh my god. You know what we should totally do? It'd be so sad, but we should all just kind of like sit in a stream one day and just say, right, everyone get their app up and let's play. That could be a thing. It could totally be a thing. Get everyone's steps in, go for walks, but also still be, you know, part of the community, streaming away. Um, but I will tell you that now, if you're not familiar with Pokemon Go and you're thinking about installing it, which I secretly encourage you to do, um, you might also find yourself that was also the very moment that I invested in buying a battery pack because Pokemon Go, the app drains your phone battery like you will not believe. It is such a battery sponge. So bear that in mind as well. Like, don't go out somewhere far away. You need your phone. Oh, what? Mark, you've never told us this. What? Right, what team are you? I need to know. I need to know teams. Zach, that goes for you as well. What team was everybody? I'm getting like so excited. I'm like slavering. Like, I'm just ridiculous. Oh, yeah, no, DPM is awesome. Definitely check him out. And oh, amazing. Mark has put it like the actual link into the chat. Thank you so much. Um, what about green and yellow? What are we talking about? There wasn't a green team, was there? Or are we talking about something else? I was almost 40 before I got into Pokemon. This is the thing though, it doesn't matter. Like, you have every demographic collecting Pokemon cards, like, still to this day. Very much like Lego. Like, I'll go to Lego store, there'll be like an old granny at the pick a brick wall. It's the same at the card events. You get like older generation, really, really young generation as well. It's so wholesome. It's lovely. Kale's playing Pokemon right now. This is like such a hype. I love it. Like Lego, it's just a card. Oh my god. We're like transferring the saying over. It's just a toy. It's just a card. But they are beautiful cards. Do you think that these Fistica fights are over card? I know, this is the thing. Pokemon cards, just cards. Lego, it's just plastic. But this is what we put value on these days. It's just, yeah. Oh, Hugh's putting out his trainer code if anyone wants to add him in. Oh. Yeah, this is the thing. Whenever there's a hype for something, then there's gonna be money, isn't there? And then that's when the scalpers come in. Ah, I just had an Eevee evolve to Umbreon and Shining Pearl. I'm old enough to be weirded out by an Eevee naturally evolved. Yeah, because you need all the different stones for the Eevees. This is the thing. They could do Lego built stones, evolution stones. It wouldn't be very exciting, but it could be a thing. Okay, I was saying I only buy TCG just to build a mosaic based on it on the card art. Disappointed that lot that I was planning to do is sold for higher price. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I've got some that like collage together to be an art. I think my Pokemon cards are in the living room as well. Mark, yes, yellow team, yellow, yellow, yes. Oh, Mark's favorite Pokemon is Umbreon. Interesting. I wouldn't have put you down as Umbreon being your fave. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the art. I realize I've left this up, but you know what? Like, if someone were to ask me what is one of my favorite cards that I own, it has to be Van Gogh Pikachu. Which yeah, goes for quite Van Gogh Pikachu. Van Gogh Pikachu. This is literally a card. And look, eBay, 300 quid. I have this card still sealed. Yeah, man. But I am like, you know, as much as I'm one of these people that would maybe consider selling cards, I can't part with ones that I actually love, like, I really like, and it's just a piece of card, but let me show you. I've just realized I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, this is a card that I have. It's one of my favorite cards. And I also have a plushie of the Van Gogh Pikachu that you can buy. Well, I don't think you can buy it anymore because they're very, very like sought after. Imagine like a GWP, like an exclusive GWP. It's kind of gets like that sometimes with the Pokemon stuff and the merch. But this was a card that you could buy from the Pokemon Center website. That is a thing. That is a thing. Check out Poke Center website. They have amazing stuff. Or in fact, don't look because then you won't be able to afford your Lego. Like I'm telling you right now. There is a pit and you will fall down it. Um, but yeah, what is everyone else's favorite Pokemon? We have not even put that question out there. What is everyone's favorite? I need to know. I need to know. Jolteon is a close second. Thunder Pokemon are my favorite type to use. Oh, spicy. But you haven't mentioned Pikachu. Oh, I was saying this to Aaron the other day, which was a little bit controversial. I'm like, is Raichu actually maybe cuter than Pikachu? Pichu, I'm not bothered about. Pichu is like a baby Pikachu, but isn't actually all that cute because there's nothing really much to it. But Raichu is pretty cute. But then Raichu does sound like a Pikachu that's been smacking about 50 packs a day. Because Pikachu's like, Pikachu! And then Raichu's like, Raichu! I don't know why. But Raichu does sound a bit more grizzly. I don't really know why that's a thing. Ah. Oh, Matthias has still got it installed. And Kale has been doing Pokemon Go since the start. You must be a high level trainer by now. What? Is Pokemon Go in 2025 going to be like that one episode of South Park where you have to spend months defeating Pidgeys in order to level up, though, to actually participate? I don't think so. This is the thing. It's not got like as much of the OG Pokemon, so I think it's going to be something else. Um, but yeah, oh my god. There will be a Pokemon collab happening at Bricktastic at some point. Some year. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna happen. But I don't think it's gonna be next year, sadly. I don't think they'll be out yet. Saying it now. It's gonna be a thing. Got to be a thing. Ah. How do you find out what team you are in? Oh, you picked it at the start, but it should show up on your I'm gonna have to reinstall this right now. It shows up on your app. I don't know if someone else can like tell Hugh or has already told Hugh. I think it shows like the color behind your profile thing. Pokemon Go install. This is the great thing as well is that although I'm reinstalling this app for like the third time ever, it remembers your profile. So I can still pick up where I left off, which is quite nice. I didn't get very far, but and yeah, it's taking ages to install because it is a big ass game. It will crash your phone. It will drain your battery. So be warned if that's going to be a problem. Oh my god, you have Japan Pokemon Center. Right, I was going to say, because you're a big visitor of Japan, which I can only envy. I would love to go to Japan one day. We're actually hoping to go for, like, that's what Aaron wants to do for his 40th, which is still a while away yet, but for his 40th, that's what we're planning on doing. And yeah, we're going to the like Japanese Disney World or whatever it's called. We're going to the Pokemon Center. We're going like to Lego places. Like we're going all the nerd stuff. It's gonna be a thing. But yeah, the Pokemon Center looks insane. Like, oh my god, it looks so good. Like, my phone's telling me you have to free up space because it's so big. God's sake, man. Apps you might not need. Look what one it's put at the top of the list. Are you trying to be are you serious right now? It's telling me I don't need my Instagram. What? Net. What can I get rid of so I can oh no. Oh, this is a pain. I'm gonna have to uninstall stuff so I can literally Okay, Welcher's going. The Lego Builder app is going. What else is going? Oh, I better not. No, I've not used that in a while, actually. This is like so. personal now. Paired couples and relationship app. That's going. We haven't been doing it, to be fair. That's really funny. Oh, I might have to keep Whatnot on there now that we've been talking about it. Hotel Chocolat. I can't remember the last time I went there. Oh, Duolingo. I never do it anyway. Right, let's see if that's enough to get the app on my phone. If it says no, I'll be so annoyed. Right. Right. Oh, Hugh's saying my favorite is Pikachu. Can't go wrong with Pikachu. Pika Pika. Yes, Raichu is just next level. You're level 39. Oh, I'm still installing. I want to find out what level I am. I think I'm about the same though. I think I'm around about the same. Oh, I think I know why there is a Pokemon IP into Lego, because Lego want to do Lego Super Smash Bros. Yeah, we've said this. Yes, this is a prediction. Mateus like Squirtle. Squirtle, Squirt. Squirtle. I'm actually pretty good at sounding like the Pokemon. Don't ask me to change the yellow team. I don't think you can change. I think you would have to start all over again. Like, picking your team is like the equivalent of when you play the game, picking your starter Pokemon. Like, you can't change it. So, yeah, gotta make sure you're sure. Make sure you're sure. Oh, it's asking for my date of birth. I should know this. Is it gonna make me start again? It shouldn't. I've done this before. Oh my god. Is it gonna make me start again? Okay, so this is what the app looks like. Oh, it's giving me the option to say returning player. So let's do returning player. I think I may be signed in with my Facebook. I have no idea. Let's find out. Oh my god. Oh. What's happening? It's loading. Oh. Ooh. It wants to, yeah, this is the other thing. It wants to send you notifications all the time, and it wants to know your location all the time as well. Ooh, welcome back. A lot has changed. Okay, let's see what's changed since I last played the game. Daily Adventure Incense. Use Daily Adventure Incense to encounter Pokemon you may not frequently see in the wild. That was always a thing. Meet other trainers. Check out our Community Day map to find other trainers to play with on Community Day. That would probably end up with me just at the local park bumping into little kids, but it is an option. Themed stickers. Get themed stickers by spinning Pokestops and opening gifts from friends. Okay. Great, this is the thing. It has this disclaimer on it. Stay aware of your surroundings. Be courteous to members of real-world communities as you play. Because people were literally walking into people and just, yeah. It's funny. Okay, so here, ooh, there's Pokemon around, look! So this is what it looks like. So these buildings and stuff are real buildings. It's using like Google Maps. Oh, I'm only level 21. Oh my god, look at what my name was. Mad Lass Max was my my Pokemon trainer name. So yeah, this is like my actual street and stuff. And yeah, it's really cool. Like these are all actual like roads and everything. It's weird. Oh, go away. And then there is a person that like talks you through like a tutorial sort of thing, and you can have like a Pokemon that walks around with you and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I almost want to start again. But anyway, so that is Pokemon Go for anyone that's thinking about no worries, Nicole. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you being here and hope you you soaked in some of the hype. Oh my god, Zach, were you like bad for that? I was I was like on the cusp of it. We went around in the car quite a bit. And I know that wasn't like the whole spirit of it in a lot of ways, but we did do a lot of walking as well. Like the steps I got in was ridiculous. But yeah. My username is I am truly defiant. My Pokemon buddy is my mime. Oh, you have a Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. That would be a cool Lego set as a Mr. Mime. I would love to see a Mr. Mime. Mine. Um, yeah, sometimes it was, like, it's better than Google Maps, it's quite funny. Um, I use it to find parks to walk around, et cetera. It's really good for finding public parks. Yeah, usually there's a gym there, like a Pokemon gym. Kale saying, according to my phone, last I played was June the 1st. Oh, so you were like, maybe it was a New Year's resolution you had. You were going to play every day, and then you played the one day. My favorite was when I would travel and my cell signal was so bad. My phone would think I was walking around even though I was laying in my hotel room bed. Yeah, sometimes it would do that, and your person would just be like walking around in circles, and you're just like moving. Mail, you need to get into it. Pokemon Go is the best, or you can actually play the trading card game as well. Are you setting up Pokemon Go club of AFOs? I mean, I wouldn't say no. Like, it could be a thing. We could make it a thing. Like, I'm very much like a let's do it sort of person. I don't know how that would work though. I don't think. How could we do it? How could we do it? And I would start again as well, just so we're all on the same page. Okay, why not? Um, yeah, just like do Instagram lives and just walk around and how are you? What Pokemon have you got? It's a good way to get your steps in, noise. Yeah, I don't know. It would be the easiest idea for like a build collab though, because there's so many Pokemon people could do. Um, yeah, I think that would be awesome, and there would be a way of making it like the Lego aspect of it playable as well, because you have to. It's not like for display. Pokemon is for playing, so and battling. So there would have to be a way to like if I were going to do a Pokemon collab, I would be like, we have to make this interactive. Like, like that's what would make it. That's what would make it. So yeah, but I really hope they with bringing in the IP over to Lego, I hope they do come up with a new video game for it because of the recent Pokemon games that they've been bringing out have just totally flopped. They've not landed very well. They've not been what people want. People want like a somewhat better version of the original games, but it's actually like I was seeing something about this recently about like animated films, and that they're saying we need to go back to 2D drawing because the new sort of 3D looking stuff is just not it's not landing well with people. People like the nostalgia, like they like good, better quality stuff, but they don't want too much of a change. We're all very much into our retro sort of stuff, and there has to be a nice balance with it. So I'm hoping that because Lego, the graphics for Lego, I think it could actually work really well with this for doing Pokemon, and bringing it some closer to what the original series of Pokemon games looked like. But yeah, we shall see. I want to see a perfect Bidoof. Is Bidoof the other sheep? What is that Bidoof again? Bidoof. That looks a bit like a sheep. What is it again? Bidoof. Or is it like a beaver? I will show you guys what I am looking at. Bidoof. Sounds like the noise you make when you hit your head. Bidoof. Bidoof. Yes, it should be a thing. A Lego Pokemon game. Like how they bring out the Star Wars and Marvel and I don't think they did Disney because of course they wouldn't. But like all those themed games for Lego, they 100%. If they don't do a Pokemon game, I'll be like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? It has to happen. And this is the other thing actually to bring up is that they did sort of, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it quite literally, but the way they worded things on their website slightly got me thinking. Um, I mean, it does say explore your favorite worlds built with bricks, but explore your favorite worlds? Yes, built with bricks, but built with maybe digital brick? Explore your favorite worlds. It's got me thinking. Is that what they mean? Are they trying to be sly? Oh. And yes, they're saying, yeah, you don't need a screen, nah, 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 nah. But I'm not convinced. Brand new collaboration that brings your love for bricks and your love for Pokemon together. In 2026, we're calling all Pokemon trainers to get ready to build and catch some of their favorite Pokemon. Build and catch them. Build and catch them. Catch them. Catch them how? Like in the stores when all the scalpers come in and like, hey Mark, I've got your Jolteon. Yeah! Like throw it at you so you get one. Like, no, I don't think that's what they mean. Hmm. Will the Lego group ever make a Pokemon set? Well, we know that they are now. But yeah, no, it's. I think there's more to it. I think there's more to it. I don't think it's just going to be the Legos. I don't think it's just going to be the sets because Pokemon is originally cards and video games. And that is something that is doable for Lego to bring in as well. They have the facility to do that. So if they don't, there will be politics involved. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like they would know how to do it. Oh, Wooloo is just the cutest. Right, we're gonna have to start looking up these Pokemon. Is everyone just gonna start saying Pokemon to me and I'm gonna start looking these up? Wooloo. Wooloo. This is the one that I couldn't remember the name of. Yeah, Wooloo. Wooloo. Aaron's favorite Pokemon of all time is Mareep. Don't know why. It's cute, but I don't know why. Like this is his favorite. You would think he was one of like, more the ghost Pokemon and Haunter is like his second favorite, but Mareep takes the top space for him. Yeah, so people are saying, thing is, Game Freak are the company that makes the games, not Nintendo, so Lego's license may not cover the games. That is true. But surely they'll find a way to make it happen. This is something that we need to learn, to find out. It'll be a massive disappointment if they don't. Oh, Gen 1. Yes. Yes. If they bring out a game that is really like giving me the vibes that it's going to be a lot of the newer generation Pokemon, I won't be as tempted by it at all. Like if it's all the promo videos or just all these Pokemon I don't recognize, I'll be like, no. But if it is the Gen 1 stuff, I'll be first there. I'll be like, well, I say first there. You just download games nowadays, don't you? So I'll be like first to download. Remember Pokemon Quest? Oh, it rings a bell. Rings a bell. There's been so many Pokemon games though, so yeah. Nickit. What's a Nickit? Apparently Hugh just caught two. I've never heard of a Nickit. Nickit? Nickit. Oh, that came up on my Pokemon Go just now, like a fox. I mean, the OG fox is Vulpix. I'm sorry. Look how cute it is. Oh, Vulpix. Oh, such a cute. I mean, look at the hair on that. We should get a buildable Vulpix for sure. So cute. Look at the little feet. Look at the little feet. Oh, that is the question, Trev. That is the question. What did they pay? Big money, I'm guessing. Big. Yeah. Mark knows what Kayla's talking about. The Pokemon Quest game. Yeah, I could tell you were a Vulpix fan. Like, 100%. I can see, like, I don't know if Martin is familiar with Pokemon, but I can see him being like Ninetales. Like the evolution. Imagine a Ho-Oh buildable. It would look a lot. Is that not the one that basically looks like a hey sort of thing? What's it called? A Ho-Oh. 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 Oh, this is the mystical one. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too bothered about this one, to be honest. Yeah, birds aren't really my like. But it could look cool. It gives me like Phoenix vibes. So if you like the Phoenix build from Harry Potter, then this might be. Yes, yeah. We saw it very first in the first episode, but then we didn't see the actual Pokemon until way down the line because it isn't a Gen 1 Pokemon, funnily enough. So, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. There is so much to do. There's just so much to think and I can't even. But what are these? Oh my god. I didn't even know these existed. Right. Am I still sharing? No. Why are you being awkward? Right. I'm going to share this screen because I've just discovered more mega sets I didn't know existed. And these actually might look pretty cool. So look at these. These are like pixel sort of styles. So the Eevee looks a bit, eh, but that could be a thing because those are, I guess, supposed to be a depiction of the Pokemon in the game. Because obviously the original games were so bad, like graphic wise, because they were so old. So this could like be quite popular with your really original generation fans that were with the game at the beginning. Pretty cool. Kind of little pieces of art, I suppose. That's pretty cute. So there's an Eevee one, there's a Bulbasaur, there's a Pikachu. Oh, the Charmander one's really cute. Squirtle looks really cute on Mew as well. I think Charmander looks like the best one. Little Charmander. Yeah, these are not reduced. If we go into the Mega Store, I wonder, this might be the better way to do it. Pokemon! We just want to look at the Mega Pokemon. Oh, and look, there's a... Is that supposed to be... Oh, it's just a windmill. Okay. It is just a general windmill. Very random, but there you go. What else have we got? We've got, oh, a Ferris wheel. That's cute. Oh, there's a Gyarados. Look at the discounts on these guys. Good to get a little look now. Bulbasaur with a Vine Whip action going on. We've got this like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'd like this sort of thing, like to include molded figs potentially. Psyduck is another great one we should get. Is like one of the initial Pokemon because that was Misty's kind of Pokemon. You know what would be a great like to scale Pokemon that they could do is like Togepi. That would be a cool one. That would be really, really cool to get. But obviously we know of, is it Brick Build? What are they called? Bricker Builds? Bricker Builds. They are the company that do like IPs but without doing IPs. And they currently do with genuine Lego Pokemon, but they do them to scale, so they're huge, and with that, obviously very expensive. That is not something that Lego will go near with a barge pole because that will cost a lot for them to do. So I do strongly believe we'll get buildable Pokemon, but we won't get them at that scale. So, but I wonder if they'll be told to stop building them because they are what they are. They're very clearly them. Not that Mega ever told them to stop, but look at these. How cute are all these little mini builds? And look, you can see that you're supposed to be able to attach them. That is a cool idea. Oh, yeah, and that's what we're talking about, saying that you can compatible with other name brands. Yep, it's a thing. And there's a Meowth on the Ferris wheel. Very cute. And there's the Poke Center with a Chansey. We need to get a Chansey. Chansey! Chansey! We need to get a Chansey. That'd be super cute. But no, a Poke Center has to happen for sure. There's a Raichu. Oh, we've got the Pikachu evolutions right here. We've got Pichu, which is the predecessor of Pikachu, but not Gen 1, which is confusing. We have Raichu. That's pretty cool. I don't like the builds as they are, but you know, still pretty cool. And I think this would be a really cool idea for them to do brick built Pokeballs of the different types of Pokeball. So I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but there's like a Pokeball, there's Great Balls, there's Ultra Balls, and I can't remember the rest. But yeah, I don't know if it maybe says on here what they're all called, but yeah, there's loads of. Look at Squirtle. Look how sassy he looks. Squirtle. These look so bizarre. Bulbasaur actually looks the best out of them all. But Charmander looks strange. Yeah. They are cute, but they're just not. They're not what we would be looking for from Lego. Hello, Andy Rose. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. We're just looking through the existing stuff that Mega Bloks currently do for the Pokemon IP now that they're having to give it up. Yeah, a Charmander pig. I really hope they do, but I hope they manage to try and do most of them. There will for sure be Pokemon that they miss out, and people will be in bits because of it. Like, this is going to be an IP that people are going to be very passionate about. Imagine like your Star Wars Lego fans, your Harry Potter Lego fans, but like on like some sort of, you know, jazzy, interesting substance. Let's just say that. Like, people will get mega, mega, mega passionate about this. And yeah, so I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on Lego to get this right. But yeah. So in terms of Amazon for deals right now on the mega stuff, with them trying to get rid of everything, your top deals are your Charizard, which is actually this one. So this is down to £15 from 23 quid. We've got 27% off the Ferris wheel one, which is pretty cute. What else are the bigger deals? The Poke Center, which opens up, that is over 50% off, down from 70. That is probably a really good one to grab. That is a really nice looking one. That is really cute. Because actually the brick built Pokemon in that don't look too bad at all. I'd actually argue Togepi looks pretty good there. And Chansey, because that looks like one big printed piece, rounded piece for the front of that. And Eevee actually looks okay as well. Pikachu just looks a bit strange. But otherwise... Oh, and Chansey moves. She goes, Chansey! Chansey! Oh, that's nice. And then Lapras, as I already said. Big deal on that one. But yeah, these Pixel ones look super cool. Super duper cool. Oh. Yeah, it's bricker builds. They look like costumes. They won't do Jinx. No, Jinx is a bit of a controversial Pokemon now. I never liked Jinx because I did think it looked really weird and it did look inappropriate. If anyone doesn't know what Jinx is, just the ugliest Pokemon ever. But yeah. This is Jinx, and this was an actual Pokemon. And the original 150 Pokemon. Weird. And one of its powers was Kiss as well. It was a very touchy-feely Pokemon. That was like its thing. Or would it not lick people as well? Like, I can't remember. I'm trying to forget. Oh, thank you so much, Andy. Came across your channel from a London Calling stream. Really enjoy your content. I didn't get to say hi at Britastic. I was exhibiting new. Oh, you were at Britastic. Oh, I'll have to catch you at the next event for sure. Definitely. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you found me. Found us over here. To be honest, this might throw a wrench into my collab ideas. I was planning to buy every single Pokemon set into your collab idea because you want to buy. Why would that throw off your collab idea though, Kale? You can still do both. Just start budgeting now. It's fine. It's all fine. But yeah, Gyarados has to be one that they do a massive build of. Like, it needs to be a thing. This is the biggest, or I don't know if there's a bigger Pokemon now past the Gen 1, but Gyarados was the biggest Pokemon for a long time. Yeah, it was a really cool one. And it just, yes, for anyone that's not familiar with Pokemon, because I'm aware that there will be people, yeah, it usually has its mouth open the entire time. Trying to evolve your Magikarp into Gyarados was a pain in the ass. That was a thing. Just didn't really happen unless you had a Water Stone. And even then, you could end up just with like a really weak Gyarados because you could never get your Magikarp to level up. Yes. I'm trying to think of like another. I think Games Sell. Did Games sell Mega stuff? Mega Pokemon sale. Trying to find us all the sales now. Just got the shopping tab. Maybe, yeah, even maybe just actually on the Mattel website. It's probably a shout. This is like into forbidden territory, isn't it? This is like so bad. I'm trying to get stuff up before I share because I don't know what's going to come up. Nothing. Okay. Mega Bloks Pokemon. Just wanting to see where else because yeah, we've looked at Smiths, we've looked at Amazon. Where else can we? Oh, so if you just go into the Mattel website, it shows you all the stuff they do, but then it just gives you places where you can buy them. Oh, they actually did do a big motion enabled Charizard, which I don't think I've seen. So on the Mattel website, is this one here? So is this going to have a video as well? Not that I can see, but I'm sure you would get the general idea. That's really quite cool, actually. That is a nice build. But yeah, I don't know where to buy. Where to buy? Where can you buy Charizard? 52 quid. Oh, that's on Amazon apparently. Didn't see it on there. But yeah. I'm trying to think actually. So we're in. I wonder. So even though Lego aren't bringing out their Pokemon stuff until next year, I wonder when the IP sort of commences from because otherwise you could maybe hope that you could get these on a sale nearer the end of the year when all the great sales happen. But otherwise, yeah, it might have to happen sooner than that, sadly. What other stuff have we got? I really like these pixel sets. This Charmander one's really cute. Oh my goodness, look, and we've got the Charmander Evolution set. That's nice. That's cute. I choose you. So we've got Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. Posable wings. So this looks like it's just this build, but you get the other two in it as well. See, again, Charmeleon looks okay. It's like the little mini first evolutions of these Pokemon that just look really bizarre because they're so small. So they're obviously trying to use their parts the best they can, but it's like it's really cute. It's just not right. Charmeleon looks like that hormonal teenager that it acts like in the series. So that's pretty accurate. What else have we got in here? Oh, we've got all the Eevee evolutions here. They work brick built, to be fair. Especially Vaporeon. That's a really nice one. Look at Charmander. Look at Charmander's face. What the hell? It looks like Charmander's been punched. Wow, look at the Gyarados set. That is very beastie. That is huge. And that'll have motion as well. That is cool. See, this is the thing. I think Lego would be silly not to look at these and actually think, okay, that actually works and looks quite good like that. Let's just do something similar. I like this sort of thing. I hope they do something like this because this is kind of similar to the Animal Crossing stuff they've done. So they could just adapt the thing that they already have in such a way that would work for Pokemon. Because actually the Animal Crossing, like, I know a lot of people don't like them, but the sort of plates that they use to create your island, like the green plates to attach together, that could actually work quite well for this as well, if that is the design that they take, if that is the route they go down, because it's quite similar to the kind of aesthetic of the game, I suppose. And then we've got Cubone and stuff in that here. Very cute. Snorlax. Oh my god. It wouldn't be hard to do a Snorlax accurately because Snorlax is quite a plain looking character anyway. Look at all of these. Oh my god. Oh, and you could actually buy Pokeballs that have like the mini construct Pokemon in them. That's pretty cute. Oh, so much there that I didn't know about. My god. Oh, end of November, December, you think, okay, so we might actually have time to just hold off for now and wait until they hit the sales if they're still in stock, because obviously they're not going to keep manufacturing these. So you can take the risk and wait and hope they get a really good sale on Black Friday or something like that, because Black Friday is always the best for sales these days. Or you could risk them all going out of stock with people just trying to grab them now. What do you do? What do you do? Yeah. Yeah, game do. Okay. Good check game. Game the last one that we check, because I don't think there's really any other ones. Pokemon! Gotta catch 'em. Yeah, they sell a lot of Pokemon plushies. I have been tempted. Obviously, it's just gonna come up with game, though. Like, I need the game store. That was a major, silly mistake they made naming their business Game when they sell loads of games. I'm like, I'm trying to search. Okay, we're not gonna see what I mean. Plushies. Magic. Pokemon TCG. Yeah, and they obviously sell Lego as well, which we know that. We know. Mega constructs. We couldn't find any results. Oh, have they like taken them all down? Interesting. And saying that though, Game are renowned for like doing crazy discounts on like Lego. So maybe they just have already discounted them like crazy cheap and they're all gone. We didn't get in fast enough. That could very well be what's happened. Would not be surprised. Shall we check? Should we check what's on their Lego clearance? Just while I've got you here. Oh, half price off Sonic the Hedgehog set. That's a crazy deal. Up to 70% off this one here. Wow, there are some good deals to be had for anyone that needs anything. Mega, 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 mega cheap. Some anyway. Some are just £10 off. Yeah, I'll just skim over these. We don't need to dwell on these for long. Cool. Okay, so just catch up with the chat. 2,220. What? I would not be going near that, Jinx. Oh my god. Oh, did it look like that? I didn't even notice. Ooh. I heard the first wave of Lego Pokemon released in time for Christmas holiday. I thought their IP didn't, but they said 2026, so I don't think that would be right. I'm hoping it's like a January wave. Because if you think about it, we always get a March wave. We get a wee tickle at April, and then the big one in May for Star Wars, obviously. And then the other waves are like September time? I can't remember. So, but those other waves always already have big IPs attached to them. So May, Star Wars is the obvious one. March is usually a bit of a Disney one. September is usually Disney as well. Harry Potter comes, that's a September and like an April one, I want to say. But like January is a bit, modular and like what else? Usually, we got some Disney Brickheads this year. Like I don't feel like there's any like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just don't think there's usually like a massive, wave of anything. January, I think that's when they bring out like the new Creator 3-in-1 sets, maybe. So yeah, I wonder if they're gonna make like January like Poke season. That would be cool. Imagine going into the new year being like, gonna go to the store and get my Pokemon sets. That would be so exciting to start the year with like this IP. That would be really cool. Is it July is HP? I don't even know. But yeah. Oh, it's June. There's a bit of debate going on when it's Harry Potter release time. So I was right about September, but I can't remember like there's an earlier in the year one. Oh, good night, Trev. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you being here. Especially if you've got an early start tomorrow. Thank you so much. And thank you again for the super chat. I really appreciate your support. You know it means the world. So thank you so much. And say hi to the boys for me as well. January and July, August has the big city waves. That's what it is. Yeah, there's usually the big city stuff. And actually, they've been killing it with city of late. So I'm like, what are they going to bring out next year? Like for the January stuff? Because they had like the big like wave with the jungle stuff, which did really well because everyone loves an animal mold. And then obviously they've got the Formula One stuff now. I mean, we, Andy, me and Martin and Greg will take full credit for soapboxes, like that range of the city stuff doing so well now. I think Lego should be sending us cuts of the profits for that, if I'm being honest. Joking. But yeah. Oh yeah, HP get like 3 waves because y'all are just so selfish. But no, I do think I don't know. I think Pokemon is an IP that should come out. That should be its own thing. I've spoken about this with some of you before about it, like how I get really beefed off with like Disney always like piggybacking off other IPs. So they're bringing out the Beast Castle with bloody Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, just let Disney have its day in the sun for sake. It's so annoying. But that's never gonna happen. But they need to do it for Pokemon. Like Pokemon should be its own exclusive big thing. Okay, here's the big question. I think a lot unless you're like a big Pokemon fan, I think you'll have an obvious answer for this. But for those that are um big Pokemon fans, would you say hype is bigger for Pokemon or for Star Wars? Like, I don't know, I think Pokemon could like because I think Pokemon is more like inclusive in terms of like gender, in terms of like age groups than Star Wars, arguably. That is something I'd be interested to know how people feel about that because I do think Pokemon could win that battle, funnily enough. Yep, Mark's saying Pokemon, Pokemon for the win. Mateus is saying Pokemon too. So if Star Wars have their own release period of May, like their big release month, where the amount of sets that land on those shelves is ridiculous, surely they will treat Pokemon like the same. Surely. They need to do this right. They need to. Yeah, and that's to fit in the Star Trek stuff somewhere as well. My God, like I don't even know how they're gonna cram this all in. Disney has no freaking chance. Like no chance whatsoever. Oh, we need more stores. We need bigger stores to fit all these IPs in. Because it's not even about the quantity anymore. And that's the other thing. There's gonna be so many IPs. And generally Lego stores are quite small. Like I've been to the Leicester Square one. And that's like what the biggest, or I don't think it's the biggest now, but or it was, or is technically still the biggest store. But because there's so many IPs, like you can't fit much more on those shelves. But yeah. Oh yes, on Soapbox Tastic, by the end of Heat 12, we've now received over 1,000 votes on all the heats. That's insane. Thank you so much for everyone that's been getting involved with the voting. It has been such a hype. It's been so good to see everyone getting involved and all the comments, all the little friendly competition going on. It's been great. Oh, no worries, Chris. Chris is going to head off. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, actually, I am going to just quickly mention something because I think we are going to kind of wrap up soon. I don't think I have any other kind of Lego-y, well, Pokemon-y sort of knowledge to bestow upon anyone. I think Aaron and I have said our kind of our, take on everything, what we hope to see, things to consider, as we said in terms of the TCG side of things, could cause issues, but we hope not. But we still hope it's something that they explore and consider doing. But the only other thing I kind of wanted to mention, and I've not done any like slides or anything to prepare for this because there was just too much of a hype for this. So what I'll do is I'll just get up the Lego website instead before we wrap up is to talk about one other thing, which is this little guy right here. So anyone who has been chatting to me these days recently in chats and private chats on streams is that there's a lot of chat right now about collaborations that need to be organized. I know KO, you are doing a collab, and feel free to put information or a link about for your video about that in the chat. I am more than happy for you to do that. Please do. But yeah, if anyone would like to get in touch with my Hey Hey collab that I'm organizing for Bricktastic next year, please get in touch. So the idea behind this is just basically the Bricktastic challenge, but we're calling it the Bonnie challenge instead. So I'll pick a set. It's going to be a Disney one, of course. So I'm picking Hey Hey, and I just want people to get involved and basically alter this set in such a way that they would enjoy. So you could do a rock star Hey Hey, you could do like a Harry Potter themed Hey Hey, you could do whatever you want as long as you are basing it off of this set. So obviously, because it's based off a set, it's not got any restrictions in terms of like the size, so to speak, as long as you're just kind of building on this, or you can, you could just do the same build, but in, like, totally different color scheme, just whatever you would like. Um, this is something that I think will be great fun because the set itself as well is only £35, so it's like a relatively affordable one to do. And if you're not a confident mocker as well, you've kind of got that base template to work off of. And yeah, because we know that Bricktastic generally open their displayer and volunteer applications quite early. They've already got the tickets on sale for 2026, so we kind of need to be somewhat prepared because I will be displaying next year for the first time. Yay! So I kind of need to know a rough idea of numbers of people that want to get involved because this will be one that's not like it's not going to be anything like kind of like Soapbox Tastic where people turn up with their builds because soapboxes are only yay big. So, we can fit them on tables, but Hey is a little bit bigger. And if we get a lot of people just turning up, we might not have the space. So, and I do have an idea for like even making the display itself of the Hey Heys quite fun and different, just depending if the Britastic hosts will let me do it. But yeah, so if anyone wants to get involved with this one, please DM me. You've got loads of time, obviously, to build it. You've almost got a year. So loads and loads of time. And I'm interested to see what people come up with. I think it's going to be good fun. So with that, I can see people are starting to head out. So thank you so, so much for everybody joining and listening to us ranting on about Pokemon and that little plug about the collab as well. Yeah, Trevor, I think Madlib was just joking about that one. I asked him and he said, I was kidding. And yeah, I think that would be pretty complicated to build a TV, to be fair. But if you want to push it with him, go for it. All right, no worries, KO, but we'll just mention it. But yeah, KO has got a collab going. But yeah, you need to be in special circles, I think, to get an invitation. But yeah, and yeah, Soapbox Tastic is the conversation's still up in the air for that one as well. You are so welcome. I'm so glad we could talk about this. And yeah, also, again, happy to plug the fact that Greg, London Bridge Bricks, is going to be talking about this based on his thumbnail tomorrow on London Calling. So yeah, you guys have got loads of talking points already to discuss in his stream tomorrow. So please do. And I'm going to try and join that as well because I'm all hyped and I'm more than happy to keep talking about this because it's just so exciting. So what I will do is we will go over to the purple side and we will raid. So let us see who is online. Oh, look who it is. Let's see what people are building. What are people building? What are people building? Okay, so I'm going to alternate things once again. I like to do this so that I don't always raid to the same people. So we're going to go over to TJ. Building the new River Steamboat. Super exciting. Let's see if I can remember how to raid. So what happened? Lincoln stream for a long time. You forget how to tell things. Ugh. Oh my god, why are you not? You should be working. Yes, see, I knew you would. Okay. Yeah, we have created a raid in 7 seconds. Everyone on the purple side is going to go over to TJ. Thank you so much. I'll raid and run pretty quick, but thank you guys so much for joining. And that is the purple side over there now. Everyone over on the red side, over on YouTube. Again, thank you so, so much for joining. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. They're becoming impromptu streams rather than the weekly ones now for the time being while I do more long form content. If you haven't already, please check out my Bricktastic vlog video that I released recently, but it has exclusive content that will only be available for the first 7 days on my take of Bricktastic and my opinions of it, which will not be available after the 7 days. So if you want to hear the juicy gossip of what I have to say, make sure you watch it and make sure you share it and make sure you like it and subscribe if you don't already do so and follow on Twitch. And yeah, I think that's everything. Like this as well, like the stream, like, so people can find us. And yes, thank you all again so much for joining. You're all amazing. And yes, get in touch, Andy. So excited for this. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, have an amazing Thursday. Have an amazing weekend when it comes. And I will speak to you all very, very, very soon. Love you all. Bye.